welcome in everybody. Meet the players. I don't know if you guys want to do a quick introduction of yourself, or are like, nah, I'm good.
All right, my
starting
name
with-
is Trash. I'm a trash can.
That's
Cool.
Oh shit, you're
I'm a
pointing at me.
shambles. Oh,
Oh no, you go first.
you go, you go.
Oh, alright. I'm Koen. I've been a forever DM for a while, but no longer. I'm finally a player.
I'm a shamble. You can call me shambles because I'm just a mess. A hot mess all the time.
can confirm.
I'm Sonia. I've been playing in the Alaska campaign as well, and I'm joining this campaign again. So, back.
I am Trash because I'm a piece of trash.
We already had you.
Didn't you already introduce
You can do
yourself?
another.
We're missing Lolo.
Yeah, so sorry. I am Lolo. Yeah, I was here for the last campaign and the one before that a while as well. So I've been here around a bit.
And the one before that.
I mean,
All right, so
yeah.
a quick thing. We had a few sessions already. We played them off stream before because this is an introduction to a new world that I've been writing, and so we're gonna start from there. I don't pay much attention to the chat while we do this, and that's gonna continue. So for now, we're gonna do a recap of last week's session. So the party was in a cavern with a whole bunch of creatures that they didn't really know yet, but they met a few of them before, called goblins, which, as far as they know, has been the first encounter with creatures of their kind in this world. They traveled into a cavern of a bunch of goblins who were more on the evil side, told to them by one of the other goblins that was traveling with them, named Folk. They traveled in there.
His word.
True. They were also the ones who didn't attack you on sight, while the other ones did, so probably helped with convincing. You took out quite a few goblins down there and ended up going back up the ladder where you went down, coming face to face with a couple of other people. It started a little bit tense, but soon after everyone introduced themselves, the tension lowered. You found out that they are the Golden Feather, who you've heard about before. An upcoming other adventuring group who mostly deals with the same thing you guys set out to do, which is dealing with the cult of Vecna. After talking for a little bit, both adventuring parties decided to work together to deal with the last goblin still down there, as the party themselves were already quite hurt. The merchant that was with the Golden Feather wasn't too keen on staying there when there was another fight breaking out, so he got one of the Golden Feathers to escort him back to Lindau. He did explain that other goods that will be returned to him will be compensated for as a reward. And although understanding how adventures work, that they sometimes want to keep things for themselves, it will be something that will reflect on them, and it won't make you come in a bad spot because you did help them out. So it's like a favor for a favor. But also won't bring them in the higher regards for them. You and the Golden Feather set up camp and rested until sounds could be heard from the cave, where a huge spider came out crawling, putting its legs on the rocks, and it's pulling itself out. On this spider, a lot of goblins were riding it, I suppose is the way to say it. Some of them jumped off to face you, while some of them stayed with the spider, and the spider facing the Golden Feather for simplicity of how things worked, instead of me having to play 10,000 characters. And it was a hard-fought battle. Some of you have gone unconscious. But you managed to defeat the queen. And the last man standing also got pretty much headshot, I think, by Ira.
Wait.
So,
Yeah,
You know.
V used his scroll to actually finish this fight because everyone was missing. Byra stood up, was groggy, walked over, and just kind of aimed over in the right direction and pulled off a shot.
and that's where we shall start today's session.
Let's
Well,
go.
I see you guys finished as well. So Will walks up to you. The four of them are also quite injured, but still standing. They were a member short compared to before. Are you guys alright?
I will be cleaning off my armor because I'm pretty bloated, and yeah, the fight went pretty well. How did yours fight go? Still cleaning.
Creepy giant ass spiders spawned more spiders out of it. That's
Prefer this.
you
This
Alliance
egg.
goes like, yeah, that. What she said.
I think spiders are really interesting.
Can be, but we're not one of that size, or hundreds of them.
Are they usually that size?
No.
I'm-
No. They're normally really tiny. I mean, you might get a big one like the size of a hand, but that's like
I
rare.
mean, there are quite a few bigger spiders out there, but this one is a bit bigger than those.
We'll just hope we won't run into any more, shall we?
That sounds great.
Sounds like
You might want to investigate the cave if you want to make sure there are no more. And assuming this is a big one, this might be their mother. Maybe it has laid eggs.
right. Let's go down then, shall we?
Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we already loot the everything that we found?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Don't think so.
Well, we didn't. We can't loot her because she went into the ground, right? the woman.
Oh yeah, she got
Crisp.
she became ash. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that to her.
Was fun.
It was.
Right. That was.
I think everything that there is to loot is in there. Most of these things look quite. It's functional, but you don't feel like you could sell it.
Okay.
At least not for a lot.
Is there something that we can sell, like that looks in good condition? Can I walk up to it and look at all the things and see if there are some good conditioning things?
Well, these things have been made by, from what you can tell, the goblins themselves, and a lot of it looks very. It's very functional. Like there's technically nothing wrong with it, but it looks so scrappy and ill fit for some reason that you just feel like nothing of this will be sold to a merchant because they think it's like nah. But for your own personal use, they're definitely functional.
I would like to take a short bow.
I would also like to take a short bow because I'm not a melee person and I don't want to be anywhere near it.
I think you can do that yourselves, right?
I think are ready to one.
That's illegal.
Oh wait, huh? I clicked on it, but it's not in my thingy-majiggy.
I think you need to, like,
But I wouldn't really take it anyway. I would just grab it. Were there arrows with it?
There are arrows.
So yeah, I would probably try to figure out how the bow works. Grab a bow, grab an arrow. I don't know. Play around with it until I realize how you shoot it.
That's weird.
Can I take one of the sets of arrows as well?
Or grab a dagger.
If that's alright with people.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that there's only one actual dagger.
Give me 1 second, because oh, it's in the chat where I can accept. Okay. So accept,
Thank you.
accept.
Can I look at the armor pieces and see if there is something pretty useful and take it off?
Not useful for you.
Okay.
They're a bit too small for you.
Could
Yeah,
you-
but more the material.
I mean, you can definitely take the leather armor with you, and then you can at some point try to take them apart.
Okay. Okay, I will like grab everything in my arms, being like heavy. Can you put this in the bag of holding?
I will do, sure.
How much do all of those weigh? Because I'm fairly certain we're actually close to the weight limit of the bag of holding with all of the other loot
You're-
already.
You're
Yeah,
already
I-
on the weight limit of it.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
jeez.
So the bag
Already?
of holding is like clanking and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know if there's enough space. I mean, we can get rid of some stuff and you can put them things in, or
Oh, yeah, but we have the salt and the
Yeah, because
wheat
there
in
were 200 grams of salt in there, or 200 pounds, I think. 250 pounds of flour.
So already with that 200 pounds, we're already above the carrying capacity of the bag of holding.
No, because that's
Why do
500.
they have so much flour? Oh, yeah, I guess it's into the
Right,
fridge.
yeah, I mixed it up with the 150, but it weighs 15.
Okay, I will be like, oh, it's too full. Then I will toss it to the side. Well, we probably find more.
Once we give the merchant back his stuff, all of it, that we found, then I'm sure there'll be enough room for other things we find on the way.
That's good.
Yeah, at this point, the other 4 have already gone down the cave while you're still going through it. And at some point, because looting all the armors off the bodies, it does take a while. At some point, you hear them climbing up again. It's like, well, nothing left there. I was wondering where you guys were staying.
Looking at me, just tossing away the armor. Yeah, I thought I maybe could use them, but nah.
We were looking for the last items of the merchant, Maybe they might have had some of the things on their person, but we can't seem to find some of the things.
Do a deception check.
Well, I do a perception check.
Yeah.
Alright.
He looks at you for a bit. Fair enough. Well, I don't know what your plans are, but we're planning to go back to Linda to our original job. Still searching for the grave order. The merchant will be there as well if you want to return any of the goods to them. We're staying in the Safe House Inn.
Safe house
Okay.
in Linda.
It's in the center of town.
Is there a nice performing stage on there?
Small one.
That's fine.
I mean, it's a village. It's a village. It's not a town. So you know, they even only have 2 inns still there.
So, when are you guys planning to go talk with Astrid again?
Probably when we're back in town, send her a message. Can I do that once a day though?
Do you know where she is at the moment, or the location?
Can I assume at the castle in Drakar?
Do you have a sending stone to her?
Yes. As Seb mentioned before, we're on the contract with her, and well, yeah, that we keep in touch with her every now and then, keep her updated of the situation with the Grave Order, and some of the other strange happenings in Lindau.
Do you perhaps know if she gives it out to any of her contracts?
She gave it to us, but she did personally recruit us, so who knows?
I see.
Right.
I do think that it's smart to walk towards the merchant and bring back all these goods, so I can get next time I can put more things in this beautiful bag.
You should look at
Sure.
Saren, who's holding the bag.
I'm just like wrestling it. I'm like, the clinking and clanking is entertaining me highly.
It's flour and salt and linen.
I loving it. I'm like, I'm just happy as can be.
For now.
Okay. I know. Oh god.
Are
Well,
you guys okay with the idea of heading towards the village?
Yeah,
Well,
let's go. Lead on, Eleanor.
Yeah, we're looking for the cultists as well. So
I mean, if you're looking for the Grave Order, we take any help we can get. Maybe we can even. How do you say that? We've had a few ideas, and maybe we can search different directions. See what we find in the meetup.
Sounds good to
Then
me.
again, we can discuss that in the inn.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can freshen up a bit before we can talk about strategies.
yeah.
You
Or
smell
we
great,
go
Byron.
around and okay.
I don't believe you can smell.
But I bet you do.
That's just patronizing.
Uh,
We don't normally comment on people's hygiene. It's a little bit of a vicious mockery thing, if you will.
But you see me like smelling myself and take a step back.
Yeah, while this is all going on, I'm playing with the bow that I just picked up and arrows. And I'll try to shoot it.
but the four of them have started walking.
Well, I won't shoot it in their direction then.
We should probably be traveling with them since we're going in the same direction.
Will also be the most safe with them.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so you
Oh,
catch.
Folk, top lob,
Oh, Top Lord, what are we doing?
bye.
Bye bye.
I will give him a handshake. Like, was pleasure working with you.
We walk same way though.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
And then I
Comes
will
the
be
awkward
like,
moment of saying goodbye and then walking in the same
And then
direction.
walking the same direction. Yeah.
So you
Well, what
catch up with. Oh,
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna ask from last session. They said about Volk and Toplov and their community joining into like the. Should we broach that with them?
he wants to join the yeah.
The like wider society, or whether they want to just stay isolated.
Are we be able to talk with him about that?
I mean, they did ask them, but they weren't fully comprehensive on what it meant. But funny you would say that, because as you guys start talking or walking, Will would have asked Folk again. Folk, would you have mind if we sent over how would I say that to you? A friend that makes your people friends with our people. And Folk seems quite excited about it.
Move your people into home of our people.
I mean, that could be a future step, yes. I don't know if that should be done right away. But who knows?
You don't think a village would appreciate a small army of little green gnomes? No, wait, we don't know what gnomes are.
Yeah, so that was a mistake on my
Either.
side.
Yeah, all right. A small green half army of, well, green things approaching their border.
Probably not by the. I mean, at the same time, I don't know. If they don't show any hostile extent, it should be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have like a diplomatic relation from a nearby town to come and like try and maybe a linguist or someone who knows some spells, try and learn some of the language, you know.
It was mostly my dad who dealt with that.
Well, I had someone. I had someone in mind for that. I kind of looked at you confused for a second. Like, huh? We know people who do that for a living, obviously. So we can send someone like that towards them. And then maybe because they were pretty close to Nosei, right? Maybe they can work together. I mean, more hands for the farms or whatever they do.
Probably not a bad idea.
Oh, they do like dancing.
And they like music.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like?
Exactly.
Alright, so you walk for a while and you come to that the Y split that you have been before, where Folk and Tablop will say goodbye.
Now I will again extend my hands and be like, "Thank you, Folk, for your you're a good, strong friend." MVP of the last sessions.
Volksdrang.
Volkswagen.
You're very strong, folk, and I'll give folk my short bow. This is for you.
The one that you just worked on the whole time.
Thank you. I need to fix that.
Yeah, I see.
I will fix
Don't
that.
have-
I don't know
don't
what.
have the sound on the stream, so I noticed it with the chat.
Yeah, so Folk says, goes to every one of you that friend meet again.
I will also
Yeah.
say to him,
We'll meet you again, Folk. Thank you.
"You fought well, Folk.
Volksdrang.
May Gisday and Kalamfor grant your people their guidance."
What?
That's okay.
And then he looks at you. Sent friend. Right? He's still searching for more words, but that doesn't really work out. And it's like, yes, we will send someone. However, we will have to move on. I want to get back before it gets dark, if possible.
We should.
Okay.
That'd be a good idea.
So you all follow along?
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys traveled a bit longer than they did. So
But we also had some sleep.
doesn't really count technically. But I will have, if you all will push on to reach the village as well, I will have you guys make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine
do
by
think
me.
it's smart that we go towards the village. So
Welcome to Wolvy's
At the same
Tavern.
time, it's only one,
Enjoy
so
your
we
stay.
can kind of just brush it off because you will get a rest anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
we should roll.
Actually, you can definitely roll
Let's
Constitution
roll.
save roll for a point of exhaustion.
Alright. Oh my god. I do have advantage, right?
Let's see.
No.
Ah,
There we
So Fee gets a point of exhaustion,
shit.
which means a
Those-
minus
all
one
those
on
healing
all your
spells.
rolls, and other stuff. You're,
I fought that. I died.
yeah.
Right,
So
but, well, as for walking, I will approach Willis. Say, Willis, this grave order. Could you perhaps tell a bit more about it? Some things that we might not know.
well, we were planning to, but preferably at the inn. If that's okay. I mean, we can.
Very
You know,
well.
you already
Finish
look a
it
little bit
in a
tired.
place. Yeah, I sells it all my energy that I have.
So yeah, I mean, we're on the road. We should be all right. And you start closing in on Linda Village. And you have been, most of you have been here before, as you travel through, but you didn't pay much attention to it at the time. But once again, you're met at the northern side of the village with these burned down buildings that are outside of the wall of Lindau. There's about, from what you can tell, 20 homes that have been burned down. As you walk further, you enter the village in the walls. You do notice as well that these walls have been built in, from what you can tell, especially Baira. It has been built in the past 3 years.
Decent.
And you go inside. Some of these houses at the start of this village do have some signs of damage as well, but not badly enough that they couldn't be rebuilt or repaired. So some of them have some burn marks left on their houses, but then like new planks put against it, and it's still like very functional. And at some point, you also come across a church, which is pretty close to the center of what you think used to be the center, at least, which has also been burned down and collapsed mostly. However, compared to the buildings outside, this one seems to have been tidied up out of respect for the gods. And you walk further, and I want everyone to do a perception check for me.
Yay!
Alright, so as we're walking past the church, I will say to the rest, if we have some spare time, I would like to visit a church and offer prayer to the lost.
I think we can do that for sure.
Alright, so everyone but Baira and Eleanor, who might be in conversation with each other about
Oh, look at these burned buildings. How did this happen?
that, for
I'm
example.
like,
Well,
Uh,
considering that the walls were built recently, it's probably been attacked.
well, can I do an investigation check with looking at what kind of weaponry was used to destroy these buildings?
Fire.
Okay, so there's no
They
Okay.
were burned.
nothing else. Oh, only burned. Okay.
Yeah. The,
Well,
from
maybe
what
there was like a rock with fire around it. I don't know.
no, from what you can tell, they were literally just. I mean, most of the buildings outside, obviously, they were like burned. Mostly, there's not much left, so it's really hard to see. But you do guess it has been just fire.
Yeah.
And that it just collapsed on itself. It doesn't really look like there was a big impact or anything.
Yeah,
For once, we didn't start the fire.
Yet. For the people that rolled above the 15, you notice something odd about some of the people here. Most of the people do go around their normal business. But you start to notice that there are some people who are just kind of standing still, almost zombie-like, empty. They look normal, but they're just kind of standing there, almost drooling, so to say.
these people okay? I say like really quietly, like behind my hand to the others.
Do I hear it or am I too far?
If you hear it,
How fast, how hard are you talking?
Like soft, not like soft speed, but not like a whisper. I'm not gonna, you
Okay.
know,
like loud enough for
Me,
everyone to hear. So
loud enough that not everybody can hear.
the party can hear.
Oh,
Like,
the
yeah.
party could hear, yeah, but
Okay.
not like I don't want to be out here just rinsing people straight away.
Also the Golden Feather, or just
Just us, just us.
okay.
Are they not moving at all? Just like
I mean, some of them kind of like are stumbling forward, seemingly with no direction, from what you can tell. Others are indeed just kind of standing still. Most of them do have someone that's accompanying them and that's like trying to guide them in a direction while they're just kind of aimlessly stumbling. If that makes sense. No, probably not.
So-
But
Tell down. Like, oh, did you see that building? And probably it's like got burned down by the other one. Sorry, Saren, what did you say?
Like then like I like grab Eleanor's like arm slightly and I'm like, have a look at the people. Like, don't they look a little bit weird?
Oh, that one is stumbling.
I would like to wave at them while we're
Look a
walking.
bit like
Do they react on the wave?
Hi, friend.
the people that's with them might be like a little bit like giving you a weird look, almost.
The one waving or everyone?
Some of them feel like, I guess, insulted by it, and the others are there's someone else that's like, this kind older or I mean, you assume she's kind because she's waving back, but there's older lady that's trying to guide her.
Old bit.
A guide, a man that's like quite a bit taller than her, who's could be her son in age, quite broad.
Well, maybe there's an illness going around.
they look a bit like I do when I forget to sleep for a week.
I've never seen anything like it.
Well,
I don't
I haven't
know.
been sleeping for a week. Won't you be like kinda deaf?
I haven't slept for a while. I
It's
think.
No, I
kind of
think you
like a
can
weird
push it a
vibe
few
about this.
days further than 7.
Do you guys stop
That's-
moving or do you keep walking?
I think slowly walking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just following the 4 people.
Yeah, still walking.
Alright, so as you're still
Oh.
walking, you come across another church, freshly built in the past 3 years as well. Does not bear any sign of what did I call them again? The creator gods. I should probably know this. The creator church, yeah. It doesn't show any symbolism of any of that.
Mm-hmm. There doesn't happen to be any hand symbolism on it.
No.
No.
Um,
Alright.
there is a symbol, but from which you can, it's more like a tree,
Oh, okay.
or
Tree, okay.
not even
I
a
wouldn't
tree.
recognize it, right?
Huh?
I wouldn't recognize it, right?
No.
None of us?
No. That's. I mean, you do know that there have been other religions that have been popping up here and there.
Oh, so is it like a new one then?
What you could assume.
The church is young in construction, at least.
It looks a little bit like an oaken tree, and with your passive perception, you can kind of see like, although unrelated with whatever you have on your head, there does seem like an stack with horns carved into that tree. You can tell.
Not a stack skull, right? Just a normal
No.
stack. That.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just make sure. Just make sure they're not copying me.
Uh, And-
it's a tree that has stag horns growing out of it here and
Maybe
there.
you have your
not
own
out of
cult
it, but it's
following.
like it's marked inside the tree stem basically.
Oh, okay.
All right, got it.
And this is at the center square from what you can tell. And well, the inn is over here. And the other
Oh.
four go inside.
Right.
I kind of want to hold back. Can I, like, are you guys walking straight in, or I'm slowing down my
rest.
movement before going in?
Alright, I will not choose stopping. I will just look back. Something amiss.
Well, Fee, do you can you see, like, looking at these people, something is wrong? Do you know something?
Do I know
Can you see,
something?
like, why
No.
are they walking so weird?
We could perhaps visit the church. Maybe there's a healer, and we could ask about this. Maybe offer aid.
Well, it doesn't really feel good. And
I mean,
I'll keep walking towards the door.
the golden people didn't seem to be that bothered, so it's probably nothing bad. That bad, anyway.
Well, you probably would have been able to see that they had like a little bit of an concerned look at them on their face, but they did come from here as well. So
Right. Wolfie, are they still within eyesight?
the Golden Feather?
No, the weird people.
I mean, it's not like there's extremely many of them, but as you've been walking, you've spotted like a handful. And there's
So
One
within
on-
60 feet.
yeah.
Just to be sure, I will use Eyes of the Grave. You never know.
All
You
right.
never know.
Mm.
You never know.
You never know.
I will just look around.
You do not sense any undead.
Good. The demons.
I'm just waiting for the however.
Wait.
I know, that's what we think was good.
No, however.
No, however. Okay.
So
Huh.
we'll follow the rest inside after I take a short look.
All right. So you go inside the inn. The inn itself is actually quite big compared to most places in the village, but I mean, it is an inn. From what you can tell at first glance, it might hold up to 8+ bedrooms, considering it has like a second floor as well. As you get inside, actually on the outside, on more of the northern side of the walls, there's still a few burn marks as well, but very little and not enough to have properly damaged it. So you guys have a lot of very intelligent members. You kind of assume like, yeah, this is probably the last place that maybe a fire would have been before everything got taken care of. The inside, it's quite spacious. Or about has quite a few square feet on it. The first thing you see as you go inside is there's a bar and there are a couple of stools on your side of it. Behind it, there's a door that leads into, from what you can tell, a kitchen as it opens up, and you see a little bit of an opening with a furnace and stuff. On one side on the right side, from where you come in, of that door behind the bar are a bunch of mugs and things that are hanging on the wall. On the left side, there's a few shelves with you assume the more expensive kinds of alcohol, and then there are also a couple of barrels with wine and ale. The room itself, there's pretty interesting. There's like a campfire in the middle of the more open space where people can sit. It is well protected, and there's like an iron bar that goes up, like a chimney.
It's like a fire pit.
Yeah. With a chimney that goes up. It's a little bit in the middle. And there's also a stairs somewhere, but I forgot where I put that.
Wait, there's a map of it?
There
No.
is a stair, just so we know.
Oh, there's a stair somewhere.
A stair.
Yeah.
Where we don't know.
It might go down, it might go up. It might just be like 2 steps upwards into nothing.
There
Who
are
knows?
stairs leading upstairs, which lead to 10 bedrooms of modest size, and
Spiral staircase or just like a straight staircase?
apparently I didn't think of that.
Important question.
Or like a really good fan staircase that kind of curves round with a fancy
Yeah,
baluster.
a ground central staircase going to like full hourglass.
There's also a slide going down.
How I generally do it, from what I can tell with the previous ones I've made, it's probably pretty close to the bar. And it's a spiraling staircase that goes up and a little bit in the middle, so you would have like rooms on the right side and on the left side. But for some reason, that's the part that I didn't write down. Don't have an actual map of it. I just wrote the description down.
Damn.
It's in your
such,
mind.
Such low production value for a stream episode, man.
Do you know how much hours I've worked this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, I know.
I even wrote down all these race details.
Can I ask one of the good fellows and be like, do you know what happened with the burned buildings and why there's like burn marks? Like what happened here?
You were asking this to the good fellows?
Yeah.
Golden
because,
feather?
you know-
Golden
Oh, golden feather.
Oh, golden
Good
Fellas.
Good fellas.
Alright,
There will be another group coming.
that will be now their name.
Yeah,
so-
they're like the not so good group, They're
There's a
obviously
group of
definitely
bots
bad
playing
people.
music called the
With this
Good
before,
Fellas.
now we're
Yeah.
cooperating with the good fellas.
I mean, yeah, we do have some. All right. Every drinks will be on us for them as well. Have you seen? I'm so bad with names. Have you seen any scouts a little bit? Ah, never mind. There she is. You see the ranger, which I thought was elf and was actually human. Sitting in one of the. So in the next to the fire pit, there have been a few circular tables, and then more next to the walls there are some cubicles basically. And she's sitting in one of those, and he beckons to the circular tables and like they're putting them together so you guys can have a little bit more space. Yes. Drinks are on us today, so
Oh,
Well,
if you guys want anything.
just
I don't drink.
Neither do I. But thank you for the kind gesture.
Yeah.
it usually
Curious?
It usually ended very poorly when I drank alcohol.
You don't have to drink alcohol, but anyways, take a seat. Order yourself something when you want. The burned buildings. From the information that we have gathered, this was due to a raid that happened 3 years ago by a group of bandits. Elias, you had more information about this from what they were called, I think. Elias, this half-elfen rogue. Yes. From what they've called themselves the Blood Eagles or something. And they raided this town 3 years ago for some easy loot. But a lot of, I think they killed about 200 villagers. This is a village, so it wasn't well protected at the time. A few guards that were there got killed as well. They even, or one of them even killed the priest that was there. However, he got killed by his daughter, I believe it was, who was the apprentice. Haven't had a chance to speak to her because apparently she left. So
The apprentice killed the bandit.
From what I've been told, yes. At least that's what that's what they said. The other gang members or bandits dragged them out of the church before setting it ablaze, and that's all we know.
So you do not know what has become of them.
No. We have heard that some people have been looking into them, according to Astrid, but as far as we know, they were not followers of Vecna, so that's just the thing we specialize in, so we do that, and yeah.
That
Okay.
would explain the more recently constructed reinforcements and the new church springing up.
Yes, there's still not a lot of guards here. It's only a village of 500 people, and I mean, there's only so many guards that are around. But they did help. The towns did help set up the walls for extra protection, and there have been more guards in Easton stationed, ready to move out at a more certain notice. At least from what we've noticed and been told.
Okay.
Walls probably could have used some more supervision when they were being built, but they'll do the job.
Well, at the time, obviously there were more guards around, but it has been quite the past 3 years since then.
Oh no, I'm talking about the actual construction of them.
What's wrong with them?
No, well, nothing wrong, just could have been better. There are some weak spots. You could definitely strike through some places with a catapult or an auger. And, well, far too easy surface to climb.
Yeah, that's fair. I could climb up there, yeah.
Right, well, I'm gonna get myself a drink, if that's okay, now that you've answered my question. And can I go over to the bar and get like
I will join.
Yeah.
what?
There is
It's
an
almost got the priority straight.
there's a slightly older lady behind the bar. From what you can tell, somewhere between 40, 55-ish. She has pretty long, straight, auburn-colored hair, and she has shaved both of the sides. She has green eyes, bit of a rough golden skin to her. Very tall. She's about 190 centimeters. And she's quite. She isn't super muscular, but she's quite on the. I mean,
She's sturdy.
she's sturdy. Yeah. You can also notice that she has a tribal tattoo on her left arm. What can I do for you?
What would you like, Eleanor?
I was thinking of like a dry wine.
Oh, that sounds nice.
We definitely have some. You want the cheaper ones or the more expensive?
The more expensive one, please.
And that's on their tab,
I'm like
right?
making, yeah.
Good choice. She looks at the bottles that's on the shelves behind her. Want the entire bottle? Or just a few glasses?
You know, we'll take the bottle and we'll bring it back to the table to share with our new friends.
She grabs a wooden. She grabs the bottle first, and she grabs like a wooden plate thingy, carry thingy. Puts the glass or the wine glass on there. Puts a few glasses on there. There you go. I'll write it on the tab. Anything else I can do for you?
That's it, thank you.
But it's. Can I grab it? Like I need to carry it, right?
Well, I can carry it for you as
Or-
well. I just assumed.
I will carry it. It's more if she put it in front of her nose, or if she put it on her side of the. So she.
No, she did put it like on the thingy.
Yeah. Okay. I will grab it with all confidence,
Because you guys did tell every take it to the table, so.
and then I will walk towards the table, and then you can hear like the glass clinking against each other. Because I'm not carrying that good.
The rest of you that have a passive perception above 13 can kind of see her like,
Damn.
I'm just kind of destroying the glasses, but not yet.
Oof.
Al, do you need some help or anything? Are you okay there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm almost there. Almost there.
Like,
You're
slightly anxious.
you're obviously yeah,
Dexterous.
dexterous enough.
Dexterous, yeah.
So you should be fine.
Yeah, but I am carrying a wine bottle that's pretty heavy with glasses on a wooden tray. So, yeah.
You're also a trained soldier.
It's not really about the weight; it's about the positioning and the balance.
Exactly. As a trained soldier, I feel like you should be able to do that
Okay.
to an
But you
extent.
can hear the glasses. Like at the moment when someone takes off one of the glasses, then everything will fall down. Happened to me.
Also,
Oh no!
just for fun,
No.
because I can.
Back Lord Rob.
She doesn't have a picture, but you at least have the information.
It's the
I mean,
refit.
that's kind of how she looks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the refit guy.
I mean, she is quite sturdy.
The
I-
only
I
thing you can see is her hair that's on her back. Otherwise, it's like perfect.
I'm,
Oh yeah,
I'm,
she's got a mullet, so normal hair
I'm
on
not
top.
gonna
Yeah,
find a
like,
picture for
normal
every
eye.
single NPC. I refuse.
Game.
Oh, I
Just an
mean, she
edgy
does.
face.
Yeah, the edgy face is there, you know?
Yep.
Alright.
Anyway,
Well,
so you guys get back to the table. You give out the glasses and fill them.
Like,
Well,
wow. Big cheers for new friends.
cheers.
I
All of them
Really?
grab a glass as well. Except for the dwarf. He goes and gets like a giant mug of ale.
Just dying.
I really shouldn't.
If you don't
I
want
mean-
to, you don't have to.
It's a celebration that we helped goblins.
Help some
I think
fighters.
that you said they were. Where do you guys think they came from?
No clue.
Where do people usually come from?
Well,
You're
most
not
of
ready,
us
that's
are
obvious.
being created by the gods, but
Well, apparently there's
Yeah.
some new fate in town, so maybe they were created by another god we do not yet know of.
and you suddenly hear Scrivius. Well, they came from the Feywelds.
What?
Sure,
Mhm.
care to explain?
And the four of his companions are also like, what?
Yeah, so the entire table just turns and looks down on this small non-green goblin.
Oh, right. I've never told you guys that, did I? I mean, I come from the Feywelds myself. The goblins. The goblins are from there. You're from where?
Where is the Feywilds?
Ooh,
Right. So the Feywelds is a slightly like different plane of existence that collides with we call it the martial plane, which is this. And
A different what of what now?
think of this world as more colorful and a lot of weird creatures and then
is
other stuff.
are the Feywilds smaller than this plate?
Seems about the same.
But then why are both the goblins and you smaller?
That's what I
Eh.
was wondering.
So how do you write?
I mean,
Write that.
I don't know.
How did you get here?
None of your business.
Oh, alright.
But yeah, they're from there as well. I mean, they have a couple of cousins. Some of them that are like tall as you guys. We call them hobgoblins, and they also have some distant cousins which got cursed a long time ago. They're called Favelins, if I recall correctly. Basically, they're just goblins, bit of more gray skinned, and their head is upside down. It's really weird.
Are you a beardlin then?
The fuck did you just call me?
Are you a beardlin? Since
Oh,
goblins,
No.
hobgoblins,
No. You can
do
just
all creatures in the Feywilds in
just keep calling me a halfling.
half? I get it.
halfling.
Because
Right.
he's half.
I mean, halflings
You
are a
got it.
thing of this world.
Yeah, but you're not that, as you said. Keep calling you that, so you're a halfling, like the goblin.
Goddamn Astrid. Oh, my species are what we call gnomes.
Just to
Gnomely?
clarify for myself, we're talking
Fireball!
about the merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about the merchant. Yeah.
no, the merchant was not no.
No.
Merchant was just
We're talking about the gnome, the
peasant
wizard.
The wizard
the-
they had with them.
with
so,
the
The
big stick.
Elish.
The one whose eyes you can't see because he has eyebrows that are way too thick and like kind of
His eyebrows are also beards. It's just, his face
Oh,
is
is it-
one big beard.
So we're talking about Gar.
No, that's the dwarf.
That's the dwarf. Oh shit, I didn't write him down then.
Scribius.
We-
This one.
Scribius, the merchant.
No, Scribius is not the
was
merchant.
mage. The merchant didn't have a name.
It's
He
the
never
merchant.
he never
Yeah,
mentioned the
asked.
merchant never mentioned his name.
I wrote this wrong. Okay, yeah. The wizard.
Why did the word you just said fill me with dread and a weird sense of anger?
I don't know. Maybe you're an ass.
I think I
I'm like-
get it.
Hiding my face in the wine at this point now. Like trying not to laugh.
I'm going to take a really big sip of my wine. Like, okay.
I like you, Scribius. I hope we meet more gnomelins.
Well,
More
probably
colorful.
not really around here. As I said, we come from the Fae Islands.
Well, maybe I'll visit that one time.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Thank you.
And he just
Oh,
grabs one and chucks it.
No,
Hey.
maybe on to other matters. The Great Order.
Oh, right. So there have been rumors that some of them have been sighted around here, which is why we're looking here.
Say.
Unfortunately, we only have
Sorry.
information about 2 of them. We think it's a group from like 4 or 5 from previous reports. One of them bears the name Jadar Pike. He's a necromancer who summoned a couple of skeletons, and on the day of his execution, 2 cloaked figures showed up and killed the guards and executioners. I think they were like it was in a smaller town, so there was only a handful of them. They managed to get him out. Then a while later in a village, let me see if he remembers the name of it. If I wrote in village, no.
He doesn't remember the name of it. Then. All right.
He doesn't remember the name of the village. There's another one called Myceti, or at least something like that. The rumors about hers, I don't really know why. Well, I guess actually now I think about it, makes sense. She was like a gardener, but she got infected with some kind of fungus, and she grew some kind of relationship or symbiotic relationship with it. But a lot of these plants, or the plants that she wanted to grow, grows very well on corpses. So her villagers were not really okay with that. And then at some point, her neighbors disappeared, and they found her using her neighbors to cultivate these mushrooms. So they were planning to burn her and her creations, and then 3 people, including Jedder Pike, showed up and rescued her. And that's about all we know. From what we've know is that they have been spotted here. Also, something weird about my city is when they were about to burn her, there were like rumors that she sold her soul to a devil, and her body started changing into a purplish, reddish tint and grew horns.
We've seen that, sort of.
Something similar. Yet
Only in this
different.
case wasn't someone changing, it was someone coming out of someone else.
Also,
That's the one you talked about before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't as much of a fun guy as
But-
Fun guy.
You did say that that creature had like very big legs, draconic-like.
Scaly.
Scaly?
lizard-like.
skilled
Well,
legs,
it made me think of
orange paint.
Dragonborns when you said that. Sorry. I mean, we haven't seen her. Might be the same. I just never really recall anything about those kind of legs on her.
Oh no, it might not be the same person, but something similar happening.
Potentially. But that is unfortunately most information that we unfortunately have about them. We heard that there were sightings around here, and well, I don't know if you've noticed outside, but there has been some strange stuff going on. So
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, the people. Do you know
They
anything more about that?
they don't really look well.
well, I mean, we assume the Grave Order have something to do with it. The priest has some other ideas. He thinks it has something to do with what's inside the forest. We haven't had a chance to check it out yet.
I did not sense anything necrotic from there. I took a quick glance at them. Did not sense anything undead or that kind.
The thing is, it's just a strange occurrence, and it feels like a very weird coincidence with the Grave Order. Not completely convinced that it's them, but as I said, they were spotted in the surroundings. But it doesn't really seem like their MMO.
I'm just going to ask this, safety's sake, but are we sure they're not just putting a lot of all-nighters?
I don't know, maybe. The priest said something about that it started with the lumberjacks that came out of the forest. If you want more, maybe he has a little bit more information that he can tell you. It is definitely one of the leads that we have. We also want to check out some places more in the east or the south, near between here and Easton. And when you guys said that you're looking for them as well, I mean, figured like we go that way, you guys go the other way.
Perhaps a lead we could follow. If the rest of you are okay with that. I don't think we have anything else to go on right now.
Well, we do need to tell Astrid that, at least I would like to tell her that's what happened in the other village, and that there is one guy walking around, probably heading to one of the bigger cities.
I mean,
I kind of want to warn people about that.
we told him, and he's got a sending stone to Astrid, so...
Is it possible that you can like?
Can you give like
Make a
an
minute.
explanation in like 15 words or less?
50?
I
Do we
have,
know what
I have
kind
to, I have to like say it's us, and
Don't they usually hear that from the... Am I misremembering that sending
I mean,
stone?
yes, but she's careful.
Well, fair enough.
Did we know what kind of creature it was, or we didn't know?
You did, are you asking me as the DM
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
You had no fucking clue. The only hint that you had was a piece of paper with
Oh,
some
yeah.
writing on it that you could not read, from what I remember. And
Yep.
then under that there was a recipe for a cooking.
A ritual, because I believe I figured it out at that point.
Yeah, you had figured out it was a ritual, but you know there's a recipe on there that could be, you know, rituals are all just cooking. It's
Yeah, and I believe I actually could decipher what was needed for it too.
you had assumptions that it required a sacrifice and the materials.
Something was like brimstone, right?
Brimstone was one of the materials needed. Yeah,
So basically
Yeah.
sulfur.
Sulfur.
I think it should be in your journal.
I believe I wrote it down, but I'm unsure
Yeah,
if I wrote down the exact.
I did not have anything.
I have it.
No, I just wrote with a lot of hard to get nasty items on it.
Good enough.
Good enough.
The thing I wrote down, to summon a devil. A devil.
Isn't it like note/letter, which you can see it?
Oh yeah. Alright. So, but we burned it down, right?
Yeah, we burned
we
it.
burnt the scroll, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm also gonna. I should probably also delete it.
Quick, copy paste it.
But I believe I memorized it before we burnt it.
But you are correct. But this was because of Prototype, who realized he had seen it before, and it had something to do with the devil.
The devil or a devil?
I was gonna say, what devil are we
A
talking
devil.
about?
We're
Oh.
talking about Decarabia.
I don't think it was anything specific.
Say,
What-
say what?
What the fuck did you
what
say?
What the
Oh,
I
fuck?
just- I just pulled one card out of my tarot deck, but my tarot deck is only with devils instead of the regular one.
It was like, huh? What do you do more than
Like
we do?
Lucifer.
Ah,
Oh.
I guess I'm making Lucifer next.
right, but so Proton knows it's the devil or devil related.
He did mention that to all of you, that he's seen something like that before.
Right, so that's information we can share.
But yeah, but I didn't remember what. It just
that
looked familiar.
Yeah.
you knew him from high school.
Yep. From good old Warports High School.
Bayer has been sitting like scribbling down on paper whilst this thinking has been going on.
You have paper?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Something like this, maybe.
Purple horned winged lizard creature, hour of death, spawned from body of traveler, move south.
If she wants
Yeah,
to know
that's
more,
not
she
bad.
can reach out to you.
Do you guys also by any chance have a name for yourselves? It's a little bit easier.
I mean, you know our names.
I think as a whole, but we do not have such a thing. We just met.
We are the good fellas.
We're the good fellas.
No!
No, we're not doing
No!
that. They are the good fellas. They are the good fellas.
They are the good fellas.
Yeah.
Well,
We're not.
I would
No, I'm
definitely recommend as
Okay.
a group of adventurers. It generally makes things a little bit easier in communication often.
I mean,
it's-
to be entirely fair, we met like 3 days ago.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh.
It's more of an advice as your seniors, I guess. People tend to remember the Golden Feather a lot easier than Willis, Elias, Gar,
Scribbia.
Oleandra, and Scribius. So
Some of
you know,
the names are quite
Oh,
difficult.
that
yes.
you were right. The golden. I thought you said the good fellas.
I mean, we're pretty good, but we do have Oleandra over here. You know, gotta keep her in mind.
I believe fella is a gender neutral term.
So,
Oleandra
Sarah,
just
do you
says, "I
have
don't
a
mind."
stage name?
You know, my name's normally so good and so unique. I just go by my name alone. But you know, I think we should consider the good fellows a bit more.
I think
Or
we need
I
a bit more
guess it
time.
depends. Do we want a what kind of name do we want to like for people to think of us as, you know?
What do we
Yes.
represent?
Yeah, like how do we want to be perceived?
I've always wanted to name
3,
something.
4,
What
We can
names do
name
you
ourselves.
40,
Yeah, what
50.
name have you got, Proto? Like what are you thinking?
Best friends against evil.
I think it's a bit long.
Should be shorter.
Yeah.
Proton Company.
Friends.
I don't think people will remember us by the name Friends.
Maybe the Order of Judgment.
Order of Judgment.
That feels a
No.
bit try hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh, me. Um,
So they are the Golden Company.
Valor.
Golden Valor. The Golden Company. Game of Thrones.
I thought they were the Golden Friends.
The Golden
Wait, they're not
Fella.
the Golden Friends?
Good fellows, right?
Should we one up them and call us the Platinum Valor?
Or the Diamond.
The Iron Ignorance.
Challenger.
We can
What about?
still think about it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll come up with this.
I mean, as I said, it's more an advice for. It's just easier for. Also, don't make it too complicated. Then people will still not remember it. Anyways, and he rummages into his pockets and he grabs like a stone slab. You see him focus a little bit, and then he says, "Greetings, Astrid. Will is here. Update. Met adventurers. Wanted to warn purple horned winged lizard creature aura of death spawned from body of traveler moved south." I think that should be exactly correct, or I might have done one too much.
No, that's 25 because you weren't 10, and then you brought up my 15.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was thinking.
I didn't follow. It's too fast.
But no, he wrote down
That's
15
cool.
because I was counting that before I did it.
Yeah, I wrote down specifically for 15.
Uh, it takes a bit, and you suddenly see him like look up for a second, because I think he only hears it in his head, right? Yeah.
Well, with sending sounds is actually through the stones. I'm pretty sure it's like a phone.
Depending on what the DM wants to do with it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, just keeping it like that. He looks, he makes a little bit of a face from. Alright, I have to say, Astrid is curious. She's busy right now. But she will look into it. And then she asked about the Grave Order, and we don't really have anything yet. So.
Didn't you kill that one guy?
Well, he wasn't part of the Grave Order,
Oh,
Yes.
he was just a necromancer.
at least as far as we know. Maybe we are. Oh, nice. But maybe. I mean, from what I can tell, they mostly work together nowadays. But maybe we got one off guard. Did I think about that? Did you? No.
Willers. Sorry, Prototype has been a bit out of the conversation, and you go, Willers.
Yes.
How did you guys decide on the Golden Feller?
Well, We actually used to call ourselves just the Feller when it was me, Elias, and
Gar?
Oleandra. We did meet Gar along the way, which is when Astrid noticed us, and then she was like, "Well, you're doing good with the cult of Vecna, so if you want to work for us, I also have a recommendation." And she recommended Scrubbius over there. And then, because we were under the king, we got the golden feather instead.
So everything the king touches is golden.
I don't know, maybe. I feel like they just decided on that as a status, like, oh, it's golden crown. I don't know. They don't really care.
Yeah, it's.
But it works.
It's a memorable name.
It definitely made it a little bit easier.
Because valor is just a virtue. I would probably have forgotten that.
Also,
Just deadpan.
maybe we should also settle with a virtue.
A virtue, so something like sloth.
I didn't mean something like that, but similar, yes.
So like iron sloths.
I don't think we represent that yet, at least.
Okay, okay.
I never asked, Byra, but what are you? Are you human?
Part of me, probably.
And you, Fee?
I'm sorry, what?
What are you?
I'm also human.
Saren is a musician.
Yes, I'm a musician. Well done.
What about you, Alan? You look human.
I'm human. I
Sweet.
I I'm I used to work on the ship. I've been I used to be a marine.
So you're a marine human.
Yes.
Marine human?
Do you understand what a marine is?
No?
Oh, okay. Well, do you know what ships are?
Relationships. You have them
No,
with your
a ship.
friends and family.
No,
No, a
And
ship.
there's small fried potato pieces.
You don't. Okay. Can I have a piece of paper? Is there something that I can, like a quill, scribble?
Yeah, here.
Yeah. Okay. I will make a beautiful drawing of a ship. Can I do a roll for that?
Sure, do a performance check.
Okay.
If you're not won this, you'll draw a potato chip.
No,
Duh.
sorry.
Actually, kinda looks like a ship.
Yeah. So, and this is a ship.
Not a very pretty one, but a ship.
Interesting.
You used
And-
a lot of ink for that.
And people live in ships?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she basically filled in the entire ship with the
Yeah,
ink.
like you did shadows with the fucking ink.
Really pretty. But yeah, if you like around here, like underneath, you have like rooms and bunk beds and other things that you can sleep on.
They're
And
used
this
for
one is typically for battle, because we are fighting pirates on the sea that are like trying to steal things. So we can accompany like other ships that have valuable stuff with them, like gemstones and other things. So we defend them. You're muted.
Like gems, like this one.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, something like that.
I'm still
That one,
confused over
yes.
why you stuck that in your body.
That wasn't on purpose. I felt a strange connection to it, and I grabbed it, and while I was trying to figure out what it was, it sort of, I think it's magnetic.
Do you still feel that connection?
I definitely feel different after
Wait, so
that.
no,
Like I've unlocked something new.
but wait, no. You said you think it's magnetic, right?
Yeah, it's when two things come together, like a screwdriver and a bolt. Screwdriver's magnetic, so the bolt sticks to it, but then they don't fuse usually.
No, right. This is magnetic, and I'll kind of grab the battery and pull it out of its casing, and then plop it back in, and kind of the last bit just chunk goes into it on its own. That's magnetic. This, and I reach over and grab the gem.
I mean, that's kind of what happened. To be fair.
Yeah. But I reach over and I
Actually-
grab the gem unless someone stops me, and then I kind of like pull on it, and I'm assuming its entire like chest comes a bit with it.
You just do a strength check.
Oh
actually,
god.
actually, wait. Before you do that,
Make it,
How
make
do
a
we roll?
con saving throw.
wait, no, because I just want to do this for fun.
Another curse?
I think I'm already starting my second bottle of
Ah,
my second
there we
glass
go.
of wine.
Haha! Guess I can do this.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
Zero.
Huh?
Yeah, net roll
It's a
minus.
nat 1 minus 1.
The trash also roll? I don't see trash.
I
I
thought it
did
was a-
roll, but
I
nothing
thought it was
happened.
like not working.
No.
But you instant-
I actually just nat 1 minus 1 that.
Should I athletics just
I
separately?
push instead of pulling.
I think he instantly won.
Hey, unless he has minus 2 in strength, okay?
No, I don't. I cannot lose this, but I did roll. I did click on it, but I think we clicked exactly at the same time.
Maybe.
You want me to roll it again? Was it a save or was it a
Athletics check.
Check, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're but Ira tries to pull on it, and you're just sitting there and being like, she's
Oh no.
not being able to move her
even
arm
worse.
at all.
Not
Yeah,
not
so
magnetic.
Maybe you should break a nail or something.
I don't have
Nails in
I don't
there.
really have a lot of nails to break.
No, at some point she will let go and falls backwards.
Like
I think
see,
that works.
It's not magnetic, it's welded to you. It's something completely different.
Unless it's a very strong magnet.
We don't know about those.
You think it's something we should check out, or at least investigate?
Probably.
Because we do not know its nature, just that it is. there.
Well, I am sort of trying to understand it, but
I mean, you knew a little bit of its nature.
yeah, I sort of understand it, but
You
I
understand?
will. So I have, as soon as it attached to my body, I understood what it could do, and I
So
think
what
it
can it do?
I think it can. I think I can look into places that I've been before, or observe things from a bigger distance.
Is it the
Like-
memory stuff?
For example, and I would like to use it. Hold up real quick. I need to read. I'll hold on to my chest and I'll focus. I'll close my eyes so I guess the lights of my eyes shut down for a second. And
With my
I would,
camera shutter.
I would like to cast clairvoyance on Folk's settlement.
All right. You see, pretty much all of them, from what you can tell, have gathered, and they are celebrating the fact that what they've dealt, that the problem has been dealt with, and also the return of. I really suck at names.
Toblop.
Toblop.
Blah, blah.
And
And the acquiral of a new sacred relic for the clan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they
And
have
the bow.
bows.
Yeah, most of them. They had 6 hunters, from what you remember, who had bows, which was about of the same quality and make. But
This one is
they seem delighted. It seems like they're celebrating, dancing around the campfire.
So, Proto's eyes still closed. He sort of. Can Proto smile? Okay, he's. No.
do you even have a mouth?
The lights return back to his eyes, and well, I just had a look at folk, and they seem to be doing well. I think it can show me places that are familiar to me, that I remember.
Seen before.
That can be used for some malicious purposes.
Like what?
Like, imagine if you've probably never been to one of them, but imagine if he was at one of the bathhouses down in
That's the first thing that
down in
comes to your mind.
Portsmouth.
I'm like drinking more of my wine as long as they are talking.
Yeah, I'm also taking a big gulp.
You also see the other guy, like the golden fella, like looking at you a little bit dubious after you say that, and
No, I mean she's talking with a bit of disgust in her voice as well. It's like.
So over the time that you've been drinking and talking, more patrons have entered the tavern here and there. Most of you like sometimes speak in, but now someone else enters the tavern. V, with your passive perception, you recognize them, and that's where we shall take a break.
Oh,
Right. Time to get some drinks.
Time to get some whiskey.
I'll be right back as well, as I need to go to the bathroom, I guess.
Back.
All right, hello everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Yeah, that hasn't really been covered yet, so you don't really see anything on the map. I guess I should probably open this. At least you can see that. Ooh, how do I? Guess I have to do that. That's fine. Now you guys at least have something to, see. I was gonna check something, but I forgot what already. Yeah. I am back. But no one else is. I should've. I'm not very good at changing the music in time, guys. Please. But since we're in a tavern, something like. Don't I have a. There we go. What the fuck?
Ow.
Good job. What the Huh?
Something amiss?
Why is it playing it twice at the same time?
I just hear it once. Maybe your stream's on? Maybe you hear it through the
Oh,
stream?
maybe because of the other.
Yeah, you probably have like 2 instances of something.
Yeah, because I have to also have to open on Mozilla Firefox. I don't know how to fix that.
Maybe just mute one, the whole browser.
Oh yeah, that's probably a way to do it, but I don't know if the stream can hear it then.
Too bad. Just link it in chat. Guys, here you go.
Is there? No.
Hello, darlings.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there.
Hello, good old chap.
Good old chap.
Aw, Diddy.
Is it playing now?
Oh, wait, you're back.
Don't hear anything. Now I hear it.
No, I heard it once, so that's good.
Fixed. Oh, maybe because you're also on Wolfie testing? Or you were?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But because it's like what you can see on stream. Basically, it's I don't have access to the sound there.
I see.
Due to the settings. So yeah.
It's a gem though.
It's a bit of a loud gem. I'm
Why
gonna turn
do
it
I
down
recognize this melody?
because we've used it before.
I hope that's why, because I don't like where I think I recognize it from.
Concerning. Now, this is from Michael Gelfi.
Also, one of the people from Grave Order, what's he just called? My City?
My Seti.
Oh, I heard My City.
My City Walk?
Like
No,
that.
that's My City. Oh,
The
maybe
other
you
one
have
was.
to write all the names down later.
This was the
It's
other
probably
one.
not that-
Jade.
I got that one right, but that one is not that hard.
I mean, these are the only two names that they told you that they seem to know about.
My seat, my city, my city.
My City.
How do you pronounce it?
Let me check, because I think they do have a pronunciation for it. Oh.
Cat?
But I don't have my physical book yet, unfortunately. It should be coming somewhere this month,
So-
hopefully.
So this my city is from a book, huh?
Yes.
Wes, Trash,
Very
what's with your
fun
hair?
book.
What's with your hair?
Is my new hair.
Your
I
new
like
hair.
the toupee. It's very nice.
Who did you steal it from?
It's kind of emo.
I'm not.
kind of emo.
Are you
I
the
am.
grave cleric?
I am kind of emo.
Where are you?
Oh, they actually don't have a pronunciation for her name.
Then probably my city.
My seat?
My city.
My city? My city?
My
Oh, shit.
city.
My seat.
My city.
It also works.
Oh shit! You tore your hair off?
Oh my god.
Trash, there's nothing that's, that bad that you need to pull your hair out like that.
This
I
is
mean,
my regular hair.
And we all know that you're balding. You don't have to hide it
Yeah.
with a bad toupee.
It's okay, we all accept.
Mhm. You did pull the bowling card, so maybe actually it was your tarot reading rather than Wolfie's.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, I read my own tarot card.
You know,
Guys!
it's only a
Don't
drag.
bully the DM. Cough, cough.
Alright,
I
everybody's
shambles.
back. Let's get back to business. So, Fee, you slowly turn your head towards the door, and the entire Golden Feather also puts up their head looking at the door. As one of them says, "Ah, Darius, come in." As she recognized the merchant coming in. Anticlimactic. And Darius joins you at the table. So it's like, welcome. I see you all got out alive. Not fully unscathed, I see.
Yes, but we did manage to recover most of the goods. We can arrange it later.
That is great. That works for me. I have a room here in the inn, so preferably sooner than later. But obviously, you guys are hurt, so tomorrow morning, maybe.
Fine by me.
Very well. I am personally tired though, so I will. If you guys want to do the business tomorrow, I'll head to bed.
Business tomorrow. Sounds a bit dirty. Just me? Okay.
Hey, if you want to come up to my room, it's been a while.
No, I'm sorry. Man of
Darius is
I
on
have
dry
to-
spell, I see.
My wife didn't like that I was out for business too often, so the baker.
No, I don't know.
Well,
I have no idea what you're talking
I'm
about.
gonna head upstairs now.
So is this canon that it happened?
I'm gonna be drinking more of my wine whilst all this is going on, just side eyeing everyone like.
how much have you drank so far?
I mean, the two down there have probably gone through like half a bottle each at this point.
Probably.
We're here for a good time.
Not a long time.
Exactly. With the way Wolfie DMs and the way we've been playing the last few rounds, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I've been on the brink twice already.
I mean, skill issue, to be honest. Anyway, so that was the grand entrance of someone coming in.
Urgent.
Yeah.
He is the leader of the Vecna Cult.
So-
He's Vecna.
He is. Don't give him IDs.
So, is there anything you guys want to still do or talk about?
I think we asked most of the things.
I don't know if you have other questions. You don't have to pay for your own rooms, by the way. But
Did we know where Astrid was? Was she here or somewhere else in the
No,
biggest
she's
city?
back in like Drycon.
Capital.
Ah, okay, alright.
Can I
Alright.
share a room with someone? I don't really need a bed.
Not my room, Proto. It's okay. We've been camping together this whole time, so you're more than welcome to stay with me.
Okay.
Huh?
Hmm?
So, you guys are going to bed?
I would
So
just.
how far is
go-
the bottle of wine? I
Yeah,
cannot
we-
empty it.
I think it's empty at this
Yeah.
time, right?
I mean, you did drank it with like the entire. Because the Golden Fellow is also drinking from it.
Yeah,
Oh, then we
Um,
already opened another bottle because I'm pretty sure I took 2 big glasses full, so
Like,
it will be.
full to the brim.
Yeah.
You would have also had some dinner. But then feel free to take a long rest, I suppose. Unless there's
I will,
anything that anyone wants to do still.
I will not. Alright, I will not take room. I just go outside, find a quiet place, and lie against a tree.
Okay.
Wait, where is mine?
No reason.
I need to prepare myself.
So, Bayra would get a room of their own if there was one.
There are about 5 empty rooms.
All right. How much is it from?
5 silver per room.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'd spend a few hours as part of the rest. I have the blueprint for Chariot lying around, right?
Yeah.
You know how I talked about some stuff, some plans ahead of time.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to be working towards that, just planning out, and sketching out, and modifying the blueprint.
Oh, so you're just working on the blueprint?
Yeah, I don't have the materials to build it. I'm currently
Yeah.
just like modifying the blueprints and making plans and trials.
I don't think you have to do a check for that. So.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's just like more planning,
Yeah.
building up some more.
So, Steve, are you okay with sharing a room?
Oh, oh yeah, I guess I'm still there. No, I think I'll go outside. It's the mayor.
Okay.
I've been on the road for a long time. I miss it outside.
Okay. I get that. And,
But thank you for the offer.
okay, now you're going outside.
So I'll go outside, find a tree, light my thing, put it down and light the sensor. A little bit of incense.
Alright,
burning.
at this point, it's very quiet outside. There may be a few people who leave the inn, for example, going home. Yeah, no, that's actually about it. Everybody else, because it's pretty late at this
Sharon?
point.
Mm-hmm.
Prototype doesn't need a bed, right?
No, he's just gonna probably chill out and
So we can go, like, I can also come with
yeah. By all means, yeah. I'm like 2 bottles of wine in at this point. I'm like, yeah, you can stay wherever you want. It's fine.
I'm like, oh, that's so great. They get another sip.
I mean, like, oh, you know what? It's so nice to have some company. I've been by myself for such a long time. It's nice to have some company again.
She says with prototypes. sitting next to her.
And I go, but still hot prototype.
Prototype does not get offended easily.
This,
Easily.
however,
You see his eyes go red.
They're always red.
And you hear him saying, exterminate.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess that me, Proton, Eleanor sharing a room together. V's outside, and Viera, are you just chilling in your own room then? Or you...
Yeah, no, I grabbed my own room. I need space for the blueprints and drawing and stuff.
That's
so,
fair.
you know.
Probably your room is a
Um,
mess in the
Oh,
morning.
I will pay for the room.
Alright.
So, Proto, the one who won't be sleeping in a bed, will pay for the room for the two people who will.
That's a gentleman.
They're probably too drunk to. They will probably just walk up, forget to pay. So Proto
Yeah,
will make
right,
sure
without
that the room
me.
is paid.
Makes sense, yeah.
And
Yeah.
then while they're trying to enter a closed door, Proto will like. You
Oh
guys
yeah, we're
probably
like
need
just
this
fumbling
one."
over the door handle, be like, why isn't this open?
It's the wrong room. You're at Willis's door.
Darius is like, who's at the door?
Alright.
Oh boy, a red wine hangover is not nice. It's not nice.
Oh, we've been having
No.
some dry white wine, so it's still gonna be rough.
Oh.
So, most of you quietly turn to your rooms. Golden Feller does the same. And Fee goes outside. In your rest state, you use your passive perception. So, yeah, and that goes. You all get the benefit of a long rest.
Ooh.
Whoop.
You're now
awesome.
officially level 3.
Away.
Officially, nice.
Yeah. And the sun slowly starts rising. It's a bit clouded weather. It is a bit chilly outside, Fee. So
I don't mind.
the winter or the autumn chill comes in.
I like that outside. Nice breeze. Bit of silence.
No one wants to do anything at night, right?
No.
Besides the
No,
blueprints.
other than what I talked
Yeah.
about. So.
Alright, so you're awake. Fee, do you go back inside? Or
I'll get a bit closer, still chill out, but wait for them to come outside. No, actually, I probably would go inside, because they probably would be inside doing something otherwise. So yeah, I'll go inside. Be waiting
Saren
for
and
customers.
Eleanor are probably sleeping still. So I guess Proto would get down early, check out who's there.
V would probably get her up and down around the same time. So.
Probably.
Hi,
did
Fee.
you mean yourself or?
Yes.
Alright, so the three of you come down a little bit earlier, half an hour later. You kind of see Eleanor and Saren stumbling downstairs. What a night.
Morning.
And,
Good morning.
Darius is also sitting there at one of the tables, having a bit of a breakfast. Not really paying attention to anything outside of his breakfast. Kind of looking outside of the window.
Are Eleanor and Saren hungover?
No,
Or just fine? Alright.
they're fine.
No, we're not feeling the best, I would say. We're like, the bags are there. The the slightly grey look is probably there too.
Hey,
Bit
you're
more
looking
grumpy,
closer to
bit
me.
more tired, but that's it.
I think after something to eat and getting
Yeah.
up and walking around, and then I will be
Couple
fine.
bottles of water.
Yeah. a
So,
whole
so
tank of water.
y'all order something for breakfast?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh,
For those that
what's
eat,
that?
I guess. The one who brings the meals is not
The lady.
the lady herself, but
Oh.
from what you gather, her husband.
So who settled? I mean,
Nice. There we go. He quickly introduced himself as Falk Duststone.
fall.
As the wife is
He's also
Afri.
folk.
Look like
Like,
Oh.
fa-
Ben je oké?
like fat or
No,
fat?
just Falk.
Oh, fat.
fall.
Oh,
Folk.
folk.
So yeah, he's close to the 60s compared to his wife. He has very short, still brown hair and brown eyes. But he's about 154 centimeters tall. Very small human. Is quite athletic. Seems quite well with handling multiple plates at the same time. There's a bit of a boring face to him. Pretty long fingers, but they have quite a few burn marks on them.
Well, I get it if you work with food stuff. Yeah.
Also edgy.
Edgy, yeah. Edgy, slightly bland face. Well, it is bland indeed.
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference between the heights.
Wait, very long fingers.
I think we can no comment this one.
Hey, some NPCs get generated, okay?
That's a very specific thing to point out.
Like how long are we talking about?
Yeah, like it says very long, so I'm imagining like right?
Yeah,
like salad fingers.
Yeah, I'm imagining salad fingers currently.
Teaspoon.
I mean, I'm
Imagine
considered to
having
have pretty tall fingers, so something like this, a bit longer maybe,
But it's
compared to his
very
hands.
long. Very long, not just long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
longer than this, especially compared to the hand, because his hand is also obviously smaller.
I say, oh, thank you for the food, and I slightly eye glance to his fingers. I say, oh, your wife must be a very happy woman.
God fuck
You bet. You bet.
And I take a big bite out of the food.
It is delicious.
It's wonderful.
You didn't just say that.
God fucking damn it! I tried to hold back.
Tried so
I did.
hard,
Yeah,
so far.
it wasn't me this time.
I'm
Hey,
all for
not
it.
bad. I
Hey,
feel like I can get away with it.
I'm all for it. I don't mind.
I mean, she is a bard, she can do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we didn't see him yesterday. He was no.
Alright, enough. Enough is enough.
So yeah.
I mean, you know what else long fingers are good for? For stealing.
I
Cooking
was
as
Have,
thinking,
you-
well.
have you checked your
Yeah,
inventory yet, Vera?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now
Oh.
actually. Long fingers are actually really good for playing bass and
Oh.
general,
And piano.
like general
Yeah.
stringed instruments. Yes.
oh,
Is
I
piano
mean, a
string
piano has
instrument?
strings.
It does, yeah. It's
Yes.
string
Yeah,
A
instrument.
piano. A
that's
piano
Piano's
is
a
a
string
stringed
instrument. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
what a talented man.
All right. So you guys eat your breakfast. Darius has noticed you at this point, but he's letting you eat before he approaches. And as soon as you're done, is the time right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, because I want to get this over with. Surely still a little bit embarrassed about last night.
I'm going to assume that Baker has nothing.
He was a dick. Anyways.
Also has.
Oh, you have.
Oh, that's actually a good way to deal with it.
Anyway, so what do you have for me?
Right, I will put 10 ginger on the table and I will ask, do you perhaps know if you can buy some of this somewhere near?
I mean, if you want to buy it, that is fine. That's
Yeah,
better
perhaps.
than not returning it.
Could I perhaps have one clove as a reward?
Sure, I'll just take that off the gold reward from it.
Very well. Alright, I will move 9.
Wait, I need to look up the fucking.
There's like salt and flour.
Because how much ginger did you have?
Then, let's hope it's not the most valuable one.
How much Was
Then
so you get that's where should I write this down real quick?
900 gold.
Just 9.
No.
90 oh, 10 gold per glove. Damn.
1 gold per glove.
Oh, okay.
Because there were 10 cloves, right?
Oh, is it 10 gold? Okay.
The 9 for the 9 that you gave back.
Yeah.
Is this all you guys got back?
No. Kind of rummage out 20 iron ingots, heavy things, just kind of clunk them down on the table.
How have you been carrying that?
Since we found it.
Oh, how?
Oh,
We found
they
it.
they look a lot. Well, they look heavier than they are.
Alright.
And orc things.
And yeah, orc things.
Yes.
I have
right?
quite a lot of carry weight for my strength.
What was the value on those again?
It doesn't say on the one I have in my inventory.
Take note.
One gold piece per. It says here, but I'm unsure if that's correct.
Might be. Yeah, I think that was the case in Kibbles.
All right. Yep.
Is that? Yeah, I had to figure some stuff out between the one book and the other book, and then had to mix it between.
So could they count as just parts, like iron ingots, or do I need something else for that?
I think you can make parts out of ingots.
All right. I'd like to do a similar deal where I buy a couple of them off you back, if possible.
As I said, the ones that you keep, either you keep them and you don't get the gold reward, or if you keep them and you give the 10 gold,
No, I was thinking keeping 5 of them and giving you gold.
it basically just cuts off the reward. So
Right.
instead of 20 gold for all 20, you get 15 gold.
That would work for me. I have a project in mind that needs a few of these.
Iron chariot?
killer.
Yeah, so I'll grab 5 of them back.
All right. We'll probably double check exactly the ink or the stuff that you want to make. It should be in the book.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? No salt, no flour.
Oh, sorry. My hand's like not really here, and then I like pull out the bag of holding, and then I like rummage through it and like jangling and shaking it, and taking out the salt and the what do you call it? The salt, the flour,
The linen, right?
the linen. Yeah, there was linen in there.
All right.
Okay, I think these things were. We found these things as well. Sorry.
And he grabs like a book that he has with him and starts checking basically about if you have or what you guys got and the values behind it, and then he starts counting some coins. And I am
Oh, there's like a skill with him, right?
huh?
Or no, that's only for what it is. Never mind.
Well, he just like pulls out a little abacus and starts like moving the things over.
Yes, the value.
Well, no,
These numbers, I thought
he more has like he has a book where that says it. There it is. The loot was over here. So let's see, 250 pounds of flour. That's 5 gold pieces. Minus 1 ginger. That's 9 for that. So it's 14. 200 pounds of salt. That's another 10 gold. Cloves are 15 gold each. So here, for example, it's at 200 pounds of iron bar, and I had to like measure it with kibbles and stuff.
Yeah.
So you keep 5 of those, so that's 15 gold. The saffron, 45. The linen, that's another 50. Alright, so you actually managed to get everything, I see. So that sums up for a total of 149 gold. I can easily do that.
Put it in another booth.
Do you want to split it?
I'm
Yeah, I
fine with
think that'd be
splitting.
fair.
Alright.
29 each and 30 to 1. Or 30 to each, but 29 to 1.
Some good abacus skills there.
Mm-hmm.
You should have gotten it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, we're rich.
Automation, bitches. I just put it in, press distribute, press split, and it just splits it between you.
Nice.
Except for 3 copper that's left. He's taking that as a fighter fee. No, one of you can write down 3 copper as well. Let's say Saren, because she'll add it in their bag.
An extra 3 copper.
Well, pleasure doing business with you. I have to make sure that. I think they're coming tomorrow. And he walks to the bar because I don't really know how much 200 pounds of salt is, but I imagine it's quite a lot. So.
What does anyone need with that much salt?
Before the winter, they like salt a lot of foods to keep it
Preserve them.
fresh. Yes, preserve it.
Nice.
Salt used to be the way of preserving foods.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes
Pickling.
sense.
Pickling became more of a thing when sugar became a bit more readily available.
Does that work with just food?
Most food can be salted. Yes.
I put like salt water for my cucumbers.
Brining is an effective way to. Yes.
So he goes to the bar lady and is like, "Can we store this somewhere until tomorrow?" And so they put it in the storage room somewhere. You assume. Well,
Is the gold already added, or do we still have to?
I added it for you guys.
Okay.
It was a pleasure. I am generally located in Drakar, so if you're ever in nearby, stop by or don't. Maybe
Sounds
there's
good.
business.
Business is
I will
good.
remember.
What is your name,
Darren.
Byron? Okay.
Darius.
Darvis.
Darius.
Darius.
Oh, Darren.
Darus?
Sorry.
Darus.
Darus.
The Russ.
Darusi.
It's like,
Ryssen
like
kommer!
And he was
Pleasure.
in Dragas.
In Drakar.
Rijka. Capital.
Capital.
Vitale.
Well, I'm gonna head out for the day. Don't feel like staying in the inn the entire day. So, and
Nice
he
try.
leaves.
So, what should be our plan now? We conclude the business with the merchant. Should we perhaps follow the lead that Gondor Feather might have in store for us?
Well, before we leave, I was thinking of a name. What about we call ourselves Oak's Legacy?
I
But
kind
he
of like.
didn't die.
Still with us, right?
I miss Folk.
He'd keep us alive the whole time.
How about the retainers for folk?
Honestly, just the legacy sounds alright, no?
Legacy. I like that. Maybe perhaps we can add something else with later. But I like it.
Like the Golden Fella did with
Right, so
Valid.
maybe we can become the Platinum legacy.
yeah, the Brimstone Legacy.
I don't think that's a great idea.
We can still work on it.
Yeah.
There's no rush.
Well, I did find the story about the woods intriguing.
At this point, Willis actually comes back. We're heading southwards to follow our lead there. If you guys do end up checking the lead in the forest and the priest, we should be back here tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, right. Yeah, we were thinking about either the forest or something else. I don't know.
Well, I mean, again, you don't have to do it. We'll check it ourselves at some point, but we're heading south for now. If you do check it out and you're here tonight or tomorrow, we can catch up. If not, then I wish you guys safe travels.
Safe
Oh.
travels.
You too.
Also, safe travels if you do go check it out. Actually, no.
It travels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they head out. Cheers.
He really has great hair.
Oh, he does. Gorgeous
Wait,
man.
you saying that?
Oof.
Right.
Yeah, this
So,
might sound rude, Proto, but what would you know about Great Hair?
Well,
everything I taught him.
Oh. Right.
and I had a friend once with great hair.
Was it me? Oh wait, I'm still your friend, I think.
It was my family friend.
Wait. Hold on, we need to dive a bit deeper into that family friend.
Well, yeah, the people that made me. There were
Right.
some called me family, some called me friend.
Okay, but
Professor Ulrich usually just called me prototype.
Right, but
So who is he for you, the professor?
right, you
Well-
made.
He's my creator.
Your creator.
But do you see
So
him
if-
as family or friend?
Hmm?
Do you see him as family or friend?
Both,
And,
but I don't know if he views me as his fam.
and why are you right now not with him? Why are you wandering around with us?
I left them behind at home.
Do they know where you went?
Sorry?
Did they know where you went? Like what you were planning to do?
I tried telling them, but they weren't very responsive.
Oh. Were they like the people walking around outside, or were they asleep?
Yeah, they were laying on the ground.
Right.
Were they like? Did they like look like all those goblins on the ground, death?
Yeah,
How?
I really would like to find out.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
It's okay. They were really good friends. Or
So,
family.
do you know someone else, or did everyone die?
I know Saren, and I met a lot of people in
I'm-
the
I mean-
outside world.
I mean, from your friends and well, your family. Do you still
Well-
know someone? But maybe lift this village further, or
Well, they did tell me stories about their families, but I haven't met any of them yet.
we know their name.
Of the family members?
Yeah. Maybe we
Well,
know them.
well, there was Timmy
Timmy,
and Roderick,
Roderick,
Elisa,
Elisa.
I knew a Roderick.
Lanchetta,
I don't know that name.
Raj,
Rush. No.
and Dylan.
Well, those names don't really ring a bell for me.
At least none of them were named Maurice.
I can't talk about Maurice right now. I'm too hungover for this banger.
At first, I thought he was naming old player characters because he started with lower. Timmy is obviously the target practice thing, and then Roderick was fighter in the first campaign, but it was before he joined.
That was the first name that came up.
I knew a Roderick. He was.
Not very good with the bow.
No, he really wasn't. And he also. His
Until he
father
was.
I mean, every now and then he'd hit a lucky shot.
Well, those lucky shots make it. Like, they can be the difference between a loss and a win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only annoying part is when those lucky shots hit something they really shouldn't.
Oh, what happened?
No, like I think you might have heard about this one. You remember that that merchant? They called him the Dragon of Steel or something like that. He was trading iron from the northern parts. When he hit an arrow in the backside of him, and he almost got his entire family sent off the islands. But well, someone stepped in, apparently, some other friend of the family who did a lot of business with the dragons and stopped that. So that's worked out.
I'm more confused than when I started.
Sorry?
I'm more confused, but they were friends with a dragon?
No, it was a title, a name.
Ah.
Well, he was apparently very draconic towards his employees and servants.
I see.
And he traded in steel mostly, so I believe that.
Interesting. Shall we?
I don't think most of you know a dragon.
No.
Probably not.
It's a title that you give to people when people act draconic. Duh.
Yeah. I know the meaning of
Yeah.
the word acting draconic, at least. It's acting tyrannical and slightly.
I mean, you
old-
and Saren probably do know, and Eleanor maybe. Prototype and Fee definitely don't know what dragons.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Flying lizards, right?
Huh? I
Flying
mean,
lizards.
Flying wizard.
they're quite. I mean, they're very rare. Most of the dragons that are around are the metallic dragons that live in Sardior. So pretty much only people who've encountered like travelers would have heard about them. Generally,
That on this map? No, right?
no.
It's because I'm old.
It's because you're a bard.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that.
All right.
You know what, Sarah? Do a history check.
Oh.
Just for fun.
Oh.
Just for fun.
Doesn't know anything if it's a
That's
Netherlands.
20. Ah.
How could you imagine?
No.
No,
I actually know everything about dragons.
This is the information that you have. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Shall we head out?
What should we do first? Should we check out those
I-
troubled people?
I believe
Yeah,
you
you-
said the mayor or the priest knew about the lumberjacks that came back first.
Yeah.
We should try.
Yeah, and Fee wanted to go into the church as well, so we can.
Only a fear of time.
Yeah, well, the priest is probably in the church, so we need to
But
go
which
that
one?
way anyways.
The new one or the one of old?
The one of old was filled with rubble, probably not in
Looked
use.
It looked quite well abandoned. It was they made it pretty, but I don't think it's the church they use
Really?
anymore.
They clean it up.
But there were still people near the church or in the church that we saw.
The old one? No.
Yeah,
In
no
the new
people
one.
around
No.
it? Alright.
I mean, people walk past it, but it did not seem in use anymore. But it was cleaned up out of respect for the god.
Did they see a symbol of a god as I walk past?
No.
Only in the new
Only
church.
on the new one, but
Yeah.
you didn't
Yeah.
recognize
Yeah.
what god.
The god of trees.
And horns.
No, stags.
Yes, stag horns.
Mm.
But also a stag head or just horns?
No, just
Oh,
horns.
no, it was also head to head engraved
Oh,
in,
also,
in,
right?
in the stand.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
There you
head
go.
and horns.
I thought it was just the horns engraved in, which was why I thought you meant like the branches of the tree were stag horns or something from the beginning. 'Cause you
Oh,
said,
that would
like,
actually be pretty cool.
That would be really funky. Yeah.
Could
It's
have
sad
been.
about the stags though, but you know.
I mean, they grow naturally on the tree.
Sure, sure.
But it was like an oaken tree.
Mm-hmm.
The
Out of
church
character, I
version.
think you have an idea. But in character, we'll see.
So, the church.
Yeah, let's get there. Go there first.
Very well.
I hope people won't explode this time.
Huh?
Me too.
Promises.
Oh, yeah,
It
that
didn't
was in the
really look
church.
well.
Right. Yeah, let's try to not repeat that.
Oh. Right, yeah.
And the DM forgot about the explosions in the other church.
Mhm.
So he will make another encounter in this church.
The
More,
trauma.
more demons coming out
Oh.
of more
I
corpses.
mean,
Let's
the
go.
fire explosions, were there actually like explosions? Not that I know.
You said they kind of like exploded out of the corpses.
Burst
Bursted.
out. Or like, yeah.
Yeah, but I
Alright.
mean, bursting and exploding, the difference is the flame.
Sure.
Well, you know,
We're
the
getting very
shockwave.
pedantic about, you know, the words now.
Anyway, so you go to the church, which is like across the square.
I'm
Uh,
like
we
peering
say-
extra hard that no one's gonna be nothing's bursting or exploding out of no one.
I don't know, do you go inside?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll lead.
I'll
All
follow
right.
V.
So you go inside the church.
Yep.
There are a couple of people there. There's also a priest there. Some of them are doing their personal prayers.
There's no sermon or something? Just.
Not at the
Right.
moment.
Alright.
So the priest is just kind of he's kind of walking around. Sometimes talks to one of the people that are there. Either reassures them with words or gives them advice, depending on their needs. And then he spots you and is like, "Ah, welcome.
Hi there.
Feel free to take a seat if you want to make a prayer."
Which god? At least the one of this church.
Just the god of nature. Nature itself.
What's their name, if I may ask?
Don't really have one. It's just nature all around you.
I understand.
I do not worship the gods of old. I worship nature, and I built up this church after the old one got, well, both burned down and left by the situation.
So he says he built this church.
Not himself. I
Oh,
had it.
okay.
I had it built.
Blair starts
No.
looking around the church like, whoa.
And there was one night where it's like, I flexed in everyone. No, I had it made in my to my demands. To my demands.
The church is just him as a building standing there.
Is he buff?
He is very
Really?
tall. He's about 7 feet tall. Wears a brownish cloak. Do I actually had I think I had
I'm
a
still a
description.
dollar with my antlers. Those count, right? White.
I don't think so.
They do.
Um,
Part me.
he looks in his early 40s. He's actually a bit smaller than I thought he was. He's 186 centimeters. Has a little bit of a reddish skin to him. Has white hair and red eyes.
So he was made in your
Red
image.
eyes.
Yeah. He has a very common face and smells a little bit like honey.
Like perfume?
I bet he smells great.
I mean, he did say he worshipped nature, so
Oh, so he just
um,
rubs honey on his skin.
no.
That's
He does have
cool.
2 golden earrings in his right eye and his
Not very
His right eye?
right ear. Sorry, and his clothing seems to be of a pretty much the most pristine condition that you would be able to find.
He takes all the money. I got it.
Maybe
That makes Muna.
you don't know.
To which gods was the old church dedicated, if I may ask?
The old church was for Kalimfor.
Was she?
And for
The main of the grave.
Isn't it a bit hypocritical to worship the god of nature in a man-made structure?
Maybe. But I just want to. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but old traditions and all that.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It just thought struck me.
It's fair, but there are people who worship sea creatures, and I don't see them sitting on the water, 50 meters down.
Some of them definitely did.
Well, I mean, some the ones who can.
There were some real weirdos in Portsmouth.
But that's why I mean, the church is made out of the woods in the neighborhood. I made it sure that the woods or the trees that got cut down will have their seed or their, what do you call them?
The peas.
Seeds.
Do you call them seeds or trees? The peas?
Seeds, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
seeds.
be
In
fair,
Minecraft, you call them saplings.
Oh,
Sapling.
seeds.
Saplings, I guess.
Yeah, saplings.
For them to regrow. Give and take and all that.
Right, yeah. Oh, right. Sorry.
And also, the path here leads towards the forest to the west.
Yeah. Right. We were going to ask about that. I think. The people around here who are,
Yeah.
Someone said something about 2 wood choppers being the first.
Yes. Unfortunately, I do not really know what's happening with them. I'm trying to guide them as much as I can.
So, what is happening? Like, you
I
can
don't
clearly
know.
see that they don't feel well. But what are their symptoms? What do they have? Is it getting worse, or is it like this state for the whole
From
week?
what I
or-
can tell, they kind of become empty, if that makes sense.
Empty.
At least that's the impression that I'm getting.
Can I do an insight check when you said I don't know?
Sure. Seems to be truthful.
When did this occur or start to occur?
I mean, I guess the first cases started about 6 months ago.
And did it happen the moment they came into the village, or did it happen a few days later?
Um,
Or did they wander out of the forest already like this?
no, it felt like it happened over time. Kind of as if they became more empty every time they went in. Some of them did manage to recover, or some people in general. Well, most do not. It's hard to know
Those
exactly what's.
But the common trail in all of this is that all of them have gone to the forest.
That's just how it started. Now it becomes could be anyone, really.
and those people who didn't like when it's they got it with well, let's say survived or regained consciousness. Um, who are they? Are they still here in the village? Did they leave the village or what?
Some are still there. Elroy and the bulkier, pretty tall guy, short brown hair. Yes, Oscar. Can you come over for a bit? Elroy here was one of the first to get affected, but he seemed to have recovered.
Elroy was the name.
Elroy, yes. Nice to meet you.
Did you see something in the forest or walked into some place that's unfamiliar? Um,
I did not see anything, but I did hear some weird crying.
weird crying in what sense? Like a bird or like a little girl's voice or
Or like a cat with feathers.
It felt a bit unnatural. Hard to say exactly. Crying
Right, but
person and almost even rain, although it wasn't raining.
like
But
the noise of like the splashing of water on the ground, like a maybe like a waterfall or something, or
no,
stream.
much lighter than that. Literally like as if it,
Drizzle.
a shower, I guess, more like.
Well, this is a shower.
Like a
I mean,
bubbling
they have
creek.
showers. Yeah, you definitely had showers.
Shower. What's that?
You might not have had a shower. Uh
Yeah.
it's a way to clean yourself, or just like when a rain showers down,
Oh, okay, yeah, I get
but
it.
hitting the water,
And
droplets.
and
wait,
did
so
you,
The crying was very unnerving. Right?
Bella?
water dropping into water specifically was the sound you heard.
I think so. Yes.
That narrows the search down. What if water?
So, how many times did you re-enter the forest?
I haven't dared to go in ever since I heard that. I've told father over here.
How did you recover?
I'm not sure. Said that they kept me at home for quite a while. Seemed to have worked for me. Less much for others, I suppose. We've tried
There
keeping
is
people out of the forest, but that didn't seem to help every time. My wife literally just locked me in the house, just kept me inside.
so
But you were also a wood chopper.
I used to be.
Did
So
she
there is no
tell-
pattern why one person does get sick and the other doesn't.
I mean, it did start with as lumberjacks, but at some point,
Well, it sounds. Can I do like a investigation thing that I can kind of think about what they could be used for? Like why? Yeah, I don't know how I could. Maybe it's more Arcana.
Something sounds like
Okay.
it's either angry or vengeful.
Yeah, my mind is more like thinking of a strategy. Why should someone use this kind of people? I'm clearly thinking that it's like leeching on their consciousness to get stronger. But that's my mind. But yeah,
You're instantly thinking it's malicious rather than in
yeah.
retaliation. Yeah.
But I don't think there's a check for that.
not really. I
No,
mean,
they,
if your character wants to think
Oh.
that, your character can think that.
Oh,
no,
Elroy, when
Yes?
you were locked inside the house, did your wife close off the windows, keep you away from sunlight?
No. Um, just kept me inside for a few weeks. Made sure I was well fed and taken care of.
Did anyone else who later became catatonic speak about the crying, the rain?
I think only one other person did, but they're
Did not
still in
remember.
this. Yes, they're still in the same state.
Were you ever as bad of a state as the others, or
Um, hard to say. I mean, I was completely out of it. Uh, but from what I can tell, some of the others have been drooling, and I don't think I've gotten that far, at least according to my wife.
Is anyone else coming to investigate why this is happening, or are we just, has everyone been accepting like this is?
Ashkar starts speaking. Well, I did. There have been a few adventurers that have gone out, but they haven't reported back yet. I spoke with the Golden Feather about this, and they did say they were considering checking it out, but they were currently working on something else.
Oh yeah, they
Mm.
offloaded that on us.
Are you guys willing to check it out?
I think that's the plan.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be.
definitely could.
I do recommend caution, though. As I said, the others never came back.
When did they go?
I
And with how
mean,
many were there?
uh, there have been a few. The last three were 3 weeks ago.
Recent.
so
Mm.
some of the villagers walked back, but the ones that weren't from here stayed.
Oh, wait, what?
Some of the villagers they got
Yeah.
back to the village in a mindless state, while the
I mean, there have been a
guess
few
it
villages that have disappeared as well. That
So they probably didn't turn mindless in the forest. They probably turned when they came back to the town.
Mm.
maybe. Um, Just said I have honestly no idea what's happening to them. But the only thing I can tell is they just look empty.
So I've heard of churches where they commune with their gods. Is that something you can do?
Well,
I
I commune with nature, but it's different. I don't worship a god. I just worship life around us instead of a god.
Oh, oh right.
And
You can't.
nature is part of life. Um, Most of the villages have uh, joined in because, well, Califor didn't protect them of the raid 3 years ago.
Neither did nature, though.
Maybe, but at least nature provides.
It's true, I
and
suppose.
canon for judges.
Exactly, and from what we can tell, not much judgment has been done.
Maybe he judged the village.
You judge the
Right.
dead.
Either way, that's a deep and dark conversation we don't really want to have. What I wanted to ask was, so you can't put any feelers out and get a vibe if nature is part of this.
Or I could perhaps ask my DTs a bit of guidance.
I mean, either or.
I mean, nature is powerful. It definitely could have something to do with it. But we have been very careful to not corrupt it. Is that if we take a tree, we plant one back. So I would personally feel very betrayed if that would be the case.
Oh, no, I mean, there was the whole Vecna thing a few years back. Maybe they planted a seed.
Yeah.
Something.
That would be
Roughly.
worrisome.
Well, I think we should check it out
Mm-hmm.
and be cautious.
I would greatly appreciate that.
Could you?
Is there like a location or a place that you hear the screaming come from, or the crying, screaming,
Um,
crying?
well, you followed the path to the bridge into the forest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Just
this path.
straight ahead, I guess. I mean, there's not really a path in the forest. We never really made one. I guess there is a little bit of a clearing-ish where you can walk through.
Is there
From what I remember.
someone that's willing to lead us? I know it's a bit weird going back into the forest, but with that we do have the best results because we are not really familiar with the location.
I don't think we've really been going back into the forest for a couple of weeks now. I don't know if you're going to find someone willing, but I definitely ain't.
Fair enough.
Besides the crying, the nerve and crying, my wife would beat me up if I'd go back in there. So
You worship nature, yet you fear it.
I fear the crying, not the nature itself.
That is in nature itself.
Well, it's in.
I mean, as you say that, you haven't heard crying.
I mean,
Definitely didn't sound natural to me.
Maybe
the
soon enough we
goblins
will.
we fought were also in nature, so
We're also a part of it. As are we.
Well, I mean, nature should be feared. The priest goes back. Nature is more powerful than any of us. That's why it should be respected.
Only that is more powerful.
Suppose.
So is life.
Honestly.
Life and death are both part of nature, aren't they?
Yes. And
And
nature is part of them.
both life and death are natural, and well, death leads to growth. Growth leads to life, so it's a big cycle, isn't it?
I think this is pretty deep talking.
Alright, like, I'm gonna leave now. I'm going back home.
Leave.
Before you go, does anyone still tend to the other church?
No. The former priest there got killed.
My condolences.
Uh,
May just guide his soul.
And
What was his name?
yeah, I'm pretty sure I had
Maurice.
them written down somewhere, but I can't find it right now. Did I write them in this one? I have to double check his name. But he does say his daughter, his apprentice, the apprentice, was named Lelina.
The one that died, or
No, her
went
father was the one that died. She
was he
survived.
the one that killed the one of the blood eagles,
She was, yes.
and her name was
Lelena.
Lelena.
But she went to Drakkar to train to become a paladin because she could not bear to stick around anymore. She felt too weak and wanted to train herself. So something like that could never happen again.
Did she still worship Kalimfor?
She might. Don't know. She left about 2 months after everything happened. She first took care of the people around here, but we could see it took a toll on her.
Yeah, it does take a toll on someone. Well, I think paladin is a mighty profession.
She wanted to be a warrior of the gods.
Make fate your weapon. A noble goal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. And he kind of makes a move as if he was gonna touch the priest on the shoulder. Then he, oh, sorry, father. I'll see you next time.
Right. Wait. You're his father?
No, as a priest, he calls me father.
Priest.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
father.
I'm not really particularly well versed in all of this.
That's all right.
Do Father, do you maybe know someone that could maybe show us the way towards one of the locations?
I won't lie. I don't think there's currently anyone that's willing to go in there.
Okay, understandable.
Well, thanks, Dad. I think we'll head into the forest.
You're
You call it
welcome,
father.
son.
Father.
Oh, is there anything
Right.
else I can help you with, or?
I think that's it.
I mean, there are probably plenty of things you could help us with, but not really something we need help with.
Such as?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know Maurice?
I know about 3 of them. They all
I
live in
mean,
this town.
There's 3 more Reese's in this town.
There are now.
Maurice all of a sudden became the most common fucking name in the kingdom. Maurice Morrison is now the John Smith of Drakkar.
Yep.
Do any of them are any of them a musician?
No.
At least
Terrible.
2.
No.
Then so no musicians called Maurice.
No.
Or like any who've just come into town in the dead of night. They're looking very suspicious.
No.
like a
I'm so curious about Maurice.
Oh
Well-
no. Then it's not my Maurice.
let's head into the forest, shall we?
You
I
could,
wish Maurice
or at
was
least
here.
I could, if you're like, ask a bit of guidance from Kalimfor. Maybe he can guide us a bit on our path.
Well, we do need some guidance. There's quite the direction we got was quite. I would be not surprised if we just get lost.
Wait, why can't they draw a map?
It's a forest.
Well, it's yeah.
Like a bunch of trees.
Yeah, no
It's-
tree.
They did mention that they hadn't really made a path. 'cause
clearing.
There wasn't a need for it.
But there was a clearing.
But there is a little bit of a like the trees that they cut down. And it's like kind of makes a little bit of a path is what you suppose from when he's sad. It just kind of leads further inward. Um, I guess you would have said like they did that on purpose to also allow hunters to get in, have an easier pathway to go into the forest to hunt.
Okay.
Right?
So hunters aren't also willingly to. Okay.
I mean, with quite a few people walking around the zombies, people have gotten
Yeah.
We don't use the C word.
they've gotten unnerved
Mhm.
for sure.
Okay. Well, I guess let's just go to yeah. You guys want to do something, or let's just go into the forest?
Wait, V, weren't you gonna see if you get some guidance for us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, visit the Church of Killam.
Yes, if you could go there, maybe I can focus I could focus a bit more there. Maybe get
Okay.
a clearer answer.
So we're going to the old building.
Okay.
Take the path into the forest, right behind the.
Well, we're first going to get some first V wants how do you call something like that? Ritual or
Sort of.
or an yeah. Well, he first wants to do that before heading into the forest, if that's okay with you, prototype.
I'm all good.
And let's walk towards the old building.
So
No
as we're
one's-
walking there, we have to. It's a bit of guidance. I will have to ask course of action that we might take. So what should I ask?
Oh, yeah.
Would ask if it's in what way do they answer do they answer in yes or no, or do they give you information? What is guidance? What will they?
More akin to yes or no, but
Okay.
worded differently. They don't say anything. They show
Just
a
give.
simple message.
Okay. Never heard this. Well, we've been praying to our God, but that's mostly to get safe through the harbor and other parts of the sea. But
Well,
um,
maybe we could ask it to guide us to where we need to go.
More, we have to.
Direction.
We could ask if the path that we will take will be the just one.
that's a good question. Yeah, if we going right.
Could we ask him to point us in the right direction?
No, the answer will be simple.
Right.
Is it? Could we maybe ask about the if the nature of this what's happening is the evil? That's probably evil anyway. So that would be a stupid question.
But that is a thing we could ask.
But not all people that do bad things are bad, right?
We could ask what's causing this to happen.
Not inherently proto. Some can do evil to try to do good. Some do evil just to be evil.
But sometimes the end justifies the means, right?
It depends on what happens.
We
Difficult to
killed
answer.
goblins.
They tried to kill us as well.
So
Yeah.
then it's probably around self-defense.
It was their nature to do so, as it was ours to defend.
Maybe they're defending themselves by.
By attacking other people, stealing.
They attacked the caravan. Yeah.
They didn't matter.
No,
They
but
killed some nice soldiers from the.
maybe the source of the maybe the source of the woods is the source of the how do you call this? The numbiness is not evil, but it's protecting itself.
Yeah, my thought of mine currently is retaliation rather than evil.
Because of what do you think the deforestation?
Based on what the priest said, no. But then again, I'm not really sure I should take him by his word.
He did seem to be speaking the truth when
Maybe,
we asked him.
maybe, but well, there were also some slight oddness to him. But that might just be my mind.
I feel the same.
Well, aren't all fathers a little bit strange?
You can say that again.
I do not know.
Sensing some issues around fathers that might need to be addressed in personal time.
Says the bard.
Yeah.
The daddy issue machine.
Not because they have issues with their dads. No, they are the dads that other people have issues with.
Yep. Or, the source of daddy issues in some cases.
Well,
right. So have we decided a question?
I assume you guys would have walked towards the old church at this point.
yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
now
sure.
standing there. All right,
This is
so
the path that we will walk, the just one. Or something
Let's
like
keep
that.
it like that. Yeah.
But we haven't decided on a path.
The path
Well,
will
we
walk.
did. We should be going over the bridge, try to walk into the clearance, and then probably we'll hear some noises.
Right, yeah, but like they said, there was no path in the forest.
Yeah, after the clearance there will be no path, but we can, I guess, hear the crying. If they are talking about crying, we must be able to hear it from there. Otherwise, he would have told us to go like a little bit further until a certain tree, or
Regardless, the gods will know. As long as we do not stray from it. Otherwise, their answer might not be as accurate.
Right.
Alright, I walk into the church.
all right.
I will stay outside.
Yeah. As mentioned before, it's cleaned up, but also completely empty, and there are holes in the ground, basically, kind of revealing that there used to be a basement as well. Yeah, all the like the rumble and the stones have all been like put to the sides. It's like the planks that have been like fallen off are put against like the pieces of walls that are still standing. You can kind of see where there used to be an altar, but most of it has been broken down. Top piece is also laying in a corner.
Is the rest just waiting outside?
No, I'd
Oh.
probably follow you in.
Yeah.
I probably wait outside.
You mentioned something about basement. How would we notice there is a basement?
There's
Because of the
holes
holes holes in the ground.
And you literally look into the basement.
Yeah.
If you look
So that
into
wasn't fixed. Interior.
No.
Not completely, or some bits.
Nothing
I
has
would
been
like to-
fixed. They just put everything aside that they could.
Clean it up.
The basement
I would-
itself looks a lot messier because there is, I guess, a place in the right corner next to the altar where there would be a ladder going down, but there's none anymore.
Load.
Is it usual for churches to have basements?
Occasionally. But not with holes, usually.
Many larger buildings will have a basement. If not for storage, for extra room.
I would like to light up a torch
And burn it further.
And no, I'll use my telekinetic hands to drag it. Can I hold that? I can exactly hold that. And like have it do a little circle so I can have a little look down in the basement. See
So-
if I
Continue, sorry.
it's a floating torch for you. That's just dancing
It just goes
through
around.
yeah, just like exploring a little bit around the um
Just looks like
around the
an
darker parts.
empty room. An open space. There's a lot of rubble down there, but some
Oops.
of it has been like put aside, so there have been people down there since. Do a perception check. I guess because you're still standing up.
Byra standing behind Prototype and resisting the urge to kick him while he's like sticking his head down into the hole.
Oh, you don't see my head. I'm just looking down.
As you're looking around, when you get closer to where the ladder would have been, the latch that like would have closed it is opened, and you can kind of see some scratches on the bottom side of it. You do see some burn marks down there. The fire managed to get down.
Okay. So there are scratches on the bottom side of the ledge.
Yeah. That's about all you can get.
It does look like something was trying to get out, or someone. There's, and I'll point out the scratch marks. There's.
I could go down there and look closer. Whilst V is doing his thing.
I will start walking towards the altar.
Yeah.
Alright.
How far down is it?
10 feet.
Yeah, I'll lay down on the ground for my backpack. I grab this some sort of walking stick long quarterstaff. I was like, if you hold on to that, I can slowly reach you down.
Or, and just hear me out here, we tie a rope around that stone and just climb down on it.
That works too. I'll put it back. Grab my rope. And I'll tie it around the stone and give you the rope.
Make sure to sit on the stone as well, so it doesn't.
I'll sit down on the stone.
All right.
And yeah,
I'll probably give you the torch by now, so the torch floats back up from one of the holes. And...
I'm gonna need both hands to climb down. I can light one down there.
I don't know, how long does a torch burn for?
I think it says on them.
Alright.
Yeah, an hour.
And I could probably hand it to you when you're down.
Yeah. Or just, float it around with me so I still have a hand free.
Sure.
Alright, since it is 11, you quickly do an investigation check, I guess, because you're looking around.
Yeah, I'm going to basically look like what caused these markings, how deep they are, or rather what could have caused these markings, how deep they are, and things like that.
Roll an investigation check. And
Righty.
Fee, do you know your question already?
I'll save it for next time then.
All right.
I still have bless on me, so I'm going to delete that.
I thought I did that already.
Wait, bless on me. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know why I still had bless on me, but I did.
That's why you took my bless. That's what you meant, Wolf.
Yeah, I remember taking it away from everyone.
I'm just going to check I don't really get anything from my background for this. No, not really. It's for another thing. Right. Yeah. Okay. So investigation. God damn it.
If I was that, it would
No.
have been intense instantly.
Mhm.
I mean, you noticed that the fires had gotten down here.
Fire
Um,
doesn't
Yeah.
cause scratches.
Uh, there's some rubble from the church itself down there. And as you take a look at it, it seems like there was blood on it.
Oh, minute. Sounds like
And
the
that's about
fire
all
was
you
there
get from there.
and something was still in the basement.
Yeah.
Trying to get out.
The thing I was focusing most on
Ugh.
was the scratches described by Proto. Like,
Yeah, but you didn't roll high enough for that. So this is what you quickly glance about while you're getting there.
I'd probably be doing this until like V is done with this thing. But yeah,
But you want to do that next time. So
Yeah.
let's call the session here. Think about the question you
Right.
want to ask.
Yes.
And thank you for guys for today's session, the first one on stream.
thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed the session.
Yeah.
I did.
Where's my combat? Just kidding. Like,
You know,
Hey, we can set something up.
I
oh,
mean,
go.
Ancient Dragon has entered the chat.
I
know,
personally
I-
like the fact that you guys talk a lot. So, you know, I'm happy with that.
Easy
I
for the
mean,
DM.
Exactly.
I was more
Sometimes.
thinking we just go over and piss off the priest some more.
I kind
You
of
can do
did
that.
that somewhat.
Did you?
Yeah,
He didn't feel very
he
angry.
said some talk shit about California. I was like, shut the fuck up.
You mean he was taunting you?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, we could go there and pick a fight.
Oh yeah, maybe next time.
Oh,
You're gonna
we
kill
will
a
win
priest?
instantly.
No, just
I
burn
haven't
the
called him
building
daddy
down.
yet.
Yeah, we'd knock him down in the building and then let nature have its course. You know,
Oh,
fire
yeah.
is a part of nature.
A natural death.
Gravity
All part of the plan.
is natural.
May I ask where this is
With
coming
fire.
from?
Murder hobo.
You
Nowhere. We
Intrusive
just want
thoughts.
combat, okay?
He is influencing me, okay? It's not me.
Hey,
I am a
It's
bad influence.
Oh,
This
being
feels
a
like
puppy?
a moment of fire, like burning down
Mhm.
the forest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we haven't done that yet, so you know.
We didn't start.
Oh, we're
the
going in a
fire.
forest.
Oh no, we definitely started the fire last time around.
Oh, we did.
The lucky
Well-
thing about us going into a forest right now is that none of us have an actual fire spell.
This is true.
We have
I mean,
torches.
I
Come
have-
on.
Fire.
Not only that, we will get the combat with the priest if we burn down his precious natural forest.
Well, we might
Why do you
start-
want to fight the priest, though?
He's the leader of the cult of Vecna.
Clearly.
Yeah, we know it.
He just had bad vibes, you know?
Yeah,
just
yeah,
had
just-
weird vibes.
He
Weird
was like,
vibe.
oh, he was like a hippie with nature.
Yeah.
Oh, guys,
it's
so
like,
cool.
oh, God, man.
Oh, the gods that judges us all fairly now. Fuck that
Honestly,
shit.
the reason I want to fight the priest to begin with is he seems to be the only one in this village capable of fighting.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of buff.
Was he?
How much,
I don't remember.
how much strength does he have? What do you think?
I mean, he
was
was like
pretty tall.
You did describe him as
Yeah.
like 7 feet and built first, but then you reduced that.
Did he have long fingers?
No, that's a
Did he
good
have long
question, actually.
fingers? What is his finger length?
I mean, he had,
Are they long or are they girthy? That's the
But
question.
just an yeah.
they looked pretty normal, pretty average.
Pretty average. Okay.
Average, it's fine.
That's
Not
fine.
everyone can be gifted with such fingers as a folk.
You know what to say? Long fingers.
Very long fingers.
Damn, those are some long fingers.
Imagine if you go like that's how people remember you. It's like yeah, you're average height, average looks, nice skin, very long fingers. Like
Very
So,
long fingers.
description.
very long fingers.
He had an athletic build. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want you want to fight the priest?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
really
will
bad.
win.
I'm not saying we want
oh,
to. I'm
right.
just saying that he's the only option.
Guys, I have Rave Enfeeblement, which reduces his strength damage.
I mean, if it's
Get
if it's a
fight
cleric,
weak,
if it's a
take him.
cleric though, he's going to do cantrips.
Are we hypothetically fighting
Oh,
the priest right
that's
now?
fair. I'll
Yeah,
give you
it's canon.
shielding word so you don't like take all the damage and everything. Oh yeah.
What
Yeah,
if
and
we do the combo? The wombo combo.
Oh,
Oh.
We
you
set
One
it
shot
up
him.
before time, but we just
Such an
like
OP combo.
we through the door do the say hello to my little friend.
Just one shot him.
giving some advantage.
He's like furiously fighting now, baby. You're not allowed this.
he's just leveling up the priest a few levels here.
The
No,
priest is gonna
level
be like
when
level
I
I
7 or
promise you, I
something.
ain't changing anything about the priest.
Oh, he's just training us. I see.
No, I'm just writing down. They want to kill the priest? Question mark.
The priest is
Because-
gonna have like 20 minions.
I don't know
It
where
will
this
be-
came from, except that
With
apparently he's
everything
athletic.
on,
I mean, this is
everything
vibe.
on top, like we will probably one shot the dude.
I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
kill the priest, you can go ahead and kill the priest. I'm not gonna stop
Well,
you. Cops
we're-
might go after you.
We can take him.
Most likely not going to kill the priest. This is out of character, purely hypothetical.
You know
just
what?
convince-
Baira, you can't even kill the priest. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
What
do it.
if
Why
we
did you
Yeah.
have to say it like that? Now we're going to have to.
What if we just convince the good fellas that the priest is bad and
The
get
who?
them to kill the priest?
The good fellas.
I
The
keep
gold
calling-
fed.
Is it the golden fellas? The golden
The
fellas?
golden valor.
Good
Valor.
fellas.
golden
like
valor.
valorous, you
Oh,
know.
Valor.
Sorry,
Like
I
the
think
golden
it's
jealous.
better.
Valor.
Valor.
Like Valorant, you know?
Yeah, golden valor. All right.
I worded it
The
wrong.
golden Valorant.
Okay, guys,
thought it was-
I can also
was-
ask the god the question: can we one-shot the priest? You
that,
ask that question. I can ask that.
that might actually be a good question.
Maybe
we
we
take
should
him?
just ask: is the priest like? Does the priest have good intentions for like everyone? But I guess not.
Well, it
I
has to
don't
be a course of action. Let me read it.
Oh, you need to ask about the course of action.
You receive
Should
an
we?
over- Yeah. About the
Okay.
result of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to wait for next week. Roy, ask your question.
Oh,
No, I want to do it next. I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to prepare because I want to do some other stuff around it.
No, I'm gonna have the stupid
Yeah.
question now.
It's not going to be a stupid.
Okay,
We need
Richard,
to think about it. Like 2 nights,
Yeah.
3 nights. The whole
Yeah.
week.
the whole week.
We'll send you our answer on Sunday.
Oh man.
Alright, well, anyways, that was today's session. For the ones that want to go to sleep, you're free to go.
I'm
Just
gonna
as
go.
late.
Go to bed.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for
Good
playing. I hope you guys
night.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
I did.
I really enjoyed this session.
It was
if-
fun.
And
Yeah, it was
as
fun.
always, if you have feedback, feel free to DM.
Well,
Only feedback about priests.
he was kind of sus, not gonna lie.
It was so
Yeah.
frustrating.
I still don't know what part about him was sus. But
I don't know either. I just got a bad vibe. That's, what else can I say?
We even did an inside, but yeah.
it's
no.
because of the eyes.
I don't
The
know.
long
Because
I-
fingers.
I
That's
randomly
a long
generated it.
No, the eyes wasn't it. I think it was the thing that cemented it for me was when the other dude went to like clap him on the shoulder and then stopped himself. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wait, no, I shouldn't do that.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
He
That
that's
just,
was
good,
like-
yeah.
weird.
That
Give out, like-
cemented it for me.
That's Giga says.
Yeah.
Bad energy, you know. He wants to be peace and love, but I don't know if he is really peace and love, you know?
I think he's the kind of hippie that went the entire circle and went into domestic terrorism.
Maybe you should have asked him about it.
What are your opinions on eco-terrorism? Like, yeah, I'm sure that would go down grand.
Anyway, thanks for today's session. It was fun.
Goodbye.
Good
See you
night.
guys
Guys,
next
next
week.
week.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, everybody, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I'll see you guys. I don't know when the next stream is gonna be. Next D&D stream is gonna be next weekend. And I'll see you guys. Bye bye.